Is this thing on? Whoa. Whoa, we live, baby. Hello, beautiful people. My goodness, it's been a minute. Not gonna lie. I mean, it really hasn't been that long. It really hasn't. I'll let people filter in. I'm like an hour early. Well, 45 minutes. In my defense, I put in the description, the time may be a lie. And wouldn't you know it, gosh darn it, in my tanks, he did it again. With the fibbing, I did lie. Once again. So I understand if this breaks our trust, I'll work to gaslight you into trusting me again. I'll work on it. And I'm hoping that we'll get to a place where you'll fall for my tricks once more. But that being said, I'll give it a second, people to realize what's going on, what's happening. And in the meantime, and the between time, what has been going on with you, with me? Well, this last weekend was pretty booked for me. Today and yesterday and the rest of the week has been kind of busy. I wasn't feeling well yesterday, so that ended up with me not doing the usual, amounts of streams. I'm still getting into streaming shape. We still got to get our super duper long, double timeable streams that some people are so fond of, the content fiends. But we got to start somewhere, getting back on track, and here we are. So let's see what I put in the title. Yes, so Higer sent me a fish tank. They sent me a fish tank. Can't believe it. I kind of thought it was a scam for a second, but it actually happened. It's here. It's right there. We're definitely getting to that. We're going to get to the Higer. I'm going to let people I don't want to get ahead of ourselves. The Higer's going to happen. It's here. What's up, Beto? I'm going to let people get in before we get to that, but they sent me the freaking tank. I thought maybe it's a scam. Maybe I'm getting bamboozled, but no, they actually did it. And it came in quite a large box. I'll just sit here casually. So this stream is not sponsored, okay? Because my agreement with them is I'm going to make a review video about the product. That's my agreement. The stream this is for us. This is just gravy, okay? My only agreement with them is within a month I gotta post a video reviewing it. And I've talked to you guys about conflicts of interest relatively recently. So my step was, okay, how do I make it so the only thing I benefit from this is the views and the fact they sent this to me for free. So they're trying to get me to sign up for the affiliate thing and get a coupon code, and I was like, nope. Just give me a generic code off that sends no money to me so I can fulfill the obligation of putting that in the description. But besides that, all we get out of this is the fun and the glory of whatever this is, or the terror. It could end up being bad, but I'm hoping that it's good. But it is kind of crazy. So we're gonna get into it. Built a new rack. Well, my dad built most of it. How long are you planning to use it before you review? So in theory, I'm supposed to post a video within the next month. Now, it's not the longest time, so we'll see if we can push that. I didn't sign a contract, but I think I could review it fairly in a month if I just am thorough about testing everything regularly. I mean, some stuff, it'd be hard to really, I'm not going to use this for 2 years and then make a video. I think for the most part, a lot of things we can determine in a month. Some stuff we can do some research, things that would be good to know in a longer review is, if a part breaks, how easy is it to get a replacement part? That's definitely something important to know, and that would be a longer term thing. So I'll probably compile a list of questions of stuff like that to send to them, and also include in the review for stuff I can't get in a short period of time. Jesse said, Tanks is live. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm live. Better says a month seems fair. Yeah, I think a month isn't too bad. I think just the stuff that would be good to know over a period of time, we're going to have to ask. I think that stuff is going to mostly revolve around replaceability of some of the parts, because there's an internal heater, there's a UV light, so how long's the bulb last, how do you replace that, all sorts of stuff in this thing. So we'll definitely get into all that, but today I just want to open it. Maybe we'll put water in it. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe we might put some water in it. We'll see what the vibe is. I think opening it and looking at it alone is going to be a lot, as it is. I think, like, I'm kind of anticipating a large learning curve on this one. So I say once we get at least 10 people in here, we'll start opening it. But I'm just kind of catching up. What's up, Koro Work said 8 watching and 1 a thumb. Thinking emoji, thinking emoji, thinking emoji. Hey man, listen, I can't force the likes. I just got to work harder. Some cool breeding reports. I think since the last time I streamed, I think there's at least 2 species I've gotten fry from that I hadn't before and talked about on stream. So I got fry from a pair of Beta. I think I'm up to 10 fry from them. And then I got fry from Corydoras hastatus. Come on, you know you gotta give it to me for that. I'm excited about that one. What's up, Jorge? How's it going? So yeah, Beta, Corydoras hastatus, and then I confirmed my 3rd spawn of the scarlet badis, and I've split the colony again, and I'm trying to separate tanks into males and females, but God, it's a headache. It's a real headache. So I've been selling attempted pairs here and there, but it's a lot of pressure. Like I really want people to actually get a pair, but it's just like staring at them. Jorge is here. There's a couple fish here. If a couple fish is here, he might have to help. If we get that far in the stream, couple fish, he's got to help me escape this bad boy. All right, we hit 10. Let me set up the camera so we get a second angle on this unboxing, because I think there's going to be a lot for us to look at. I want everyone to get a good look, because this is kind of a group effort in a sense. Jorge said, you never answered my text. When you texted me? I thought I texted you, and then you didn't text me. Oh, you did text me. My bad. I thought I had hit Jorge asking if he'd be down to do a stream, and he said, yes, I'm available this weekend. Now we're after the weekend. My bad, bro. I missed that. I apologize. Well, shit. Now I need a new date. Oh, he texts? Well, no, that's why I missed his text. Breeding community. Oh, how do I plan to use this tank? That is something we're going to have to figure out. We might have to talk about that some. It's kind of the tank, I think, is slightly different dimensions than the average 10-gallon. I think it's shorter but wider. Or sounds long. So 1 second, let me grab the camera real quick. But we definitely gonna have to figure out what to do with this thing. I mean, we gotta breed something in it. I kind of would think it would be funny if we put something orange in there, since that's like the color scheme, you know? The Higer color scheme seems to be orange and green and whatnot, so putting something orange in there is funny. I was kind of thinking like a pair of killifish and then maybe some cories or something like that, because there's some cories I need to spawn. But the sturbi are in with this pair of rivulis, and the rivulis is like, they wait for the sturbi to lay the eggs and then eat them immediately. So it's like, killifish are too smart, man. I really need to get into dumber fish, and then I'd have a lot less problems. I really would. Yo, what's up, SVC? Jody P. Oh, Jody got some loaches in. Let's go. Let's go. Yo, isn't it crazy? Like, it used to be like cat ladies were a thing. Now we got loach ladies. Just a shower thought for you guys. Oh, and sailfin gudgeons. Oh, you're going full degenerate. This is crazy. This is crazy. I didn't know I had a billionaire in the stream. I didn't know. My bad. I wasn't familiar with your game. I'm a cat lady and a loach lady. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay, camera is plugged in. Excuse me. Where do I want to open this thing at? We'll start here and then we'll move it to another location to be determined. Let me make sure we got the chat on the top. The chat is always on top, you know what I'm saying? Then we got this over here. All right. Bam. A dog and a chicken lady. Okay, well, can't get worse than that. With houseplants immersed in the back. There we go. Okay, so let's get into opening this thing. It came in a bigger box than this, but this is also a pretty heavy-duty box that we're working with here. So I guess I need to find something sharp to open it with. And, you know, there should be sharp things around here. Let me see, where'd my scissors go? I literally was like taping stuff and all sorts of things earlier, so like, scissors? Scissors should be here. You know what I mean? They're never there when you want them. They're behind the box. See, I did plan ahead. I did plan ahead. Okay, so we got a very nice branded Higer box here. Reinforced sides. Very fancy. On the front, we've got a nice little look at what the tank should be. And let's see, LED hood with acrylic operation, 3-in-1 submersible pump, LCD temperature display, ultra clear glass. I'm curious about the glass and how ultra clear it really is, because they do say that a few times. You can only buy this online, I think, although, also let me know how the sound is, because I forgot to check that. Some stores are starting to get some Higer stuff in store. I don't know if this is a thing, but yeah, I only seen it online. I'll put a link to it in the chat at some point. Okay, so this is interesting. This is like a container lid. Like it opens. Oh, wow, okay. I'm getting fancy, very fancy packaging happening here. 1 second. Let me adjust my camera settings real quick. It could be a little bit brighter. So, we got some pretty nice packaging here. Sounds good. Yeah, we got the corners are pretty reinforced. Okay. Man, I'm not gonna lie. The top is looking very futuristic. Very futuristic. The Higer adjust button. In case you guys could read this. Yeah, That's the Higer adjust button, apparently. Ooh, it clicks. Wait, let me get it so you can hear that. Very nice click. Okay, this is a little bit too much fun. All right. Let's see. How do I want to break this down? Well, wow, okay. I just opened the lid and the auto feeder thing fell out. Hopefully, is that a thing? Oh, I don't think it was actually on. Okay, now we're good. I was gonna say, the auto feeder better not. Okay, so here's our first look at the lid. This is kind of crazy. Things are happening fast. Things are happening fast. I'm like, was not prepared. I was not prepared for the lid to just open up like that, you know, while it's still in the box. So, let's see what we're looking at here. We got the light. We got, this looks like a temperature probe. This literally says UV lamp on it, so I know what that is. That's got to be a UV lamp. That's what it says right here. Put my hand, make a shadow so you can see UV lamp. It looks pretty substantial. So it looks like this whole part is the light, which is over this filter part. And the filter looks like it has some media in there. Some foam. Some kind of foam pad. And like a filter floss pad type thing. Then, what else can I see before we open up the freaking, well, there's one thing we gotta get to actually. Hold up. I see something important. I see something very important. I think we got the gloves. We got the cleaning gloves. Let's go. It's real. It says right there. It says right there, cleaning glove. This is now an ASMR stream. Guys, I can never have dirty glass again. Wait, is it just one cleaning glove? Beto says, yes, it's the cleaning glove. Let's see, how do I put on the cleaning glove? Okay, it's like sealed. Okay, there we go. Hey, hold up, one size fits all. Come on, come on. Oh, yeah. Honestly, I've worn worse gloves. It's kind of like wearing a giant piece of cardboard on the front of your hand is kind of what it feels like. But I could see this working. I could definitely see this. It's definitely stylish. I mean, it kind of looks like you're wearing a... Man, I don't even know how to spin this one. I have big hands. Hopefully it fits XLLL. XXL. Is it bragging if you talk about like having big hands? I don't know. All right. Then we have the water changer in here. So it's got some tubing and it's got the turkey baster tank situation. So we'll take a look at that. Wow, okay, there's the tubing. And then we have the baster part and this stiff little piece of plastic here. So it looks like it kind of goes together like that, and bam. Water change, and then this comes with it. So this is to hook it on, I suppose. Yeah, to hook it on. And then this came with it, and I have no idea what this does because I don't know. But look, I can figure that much out. You know what they say about big hands, big gloves? True. I mean, this is a premium glove situation. Okay, looks like we got a pad for the filter, I assume. It looks the same as the one that's in there already, so this might be a replacement pad that comes with it. Okay, so this looks like this is the heater. The heater is there. Zoom. So it looks like we got the heater right here. And then this is the pump. And I guess that's the oil catcher built into it. What's up, couple fish? How's it going? Yeah, I guess it's the oil majiggy built into it, and it was shipped with this around it, I guess, to protect the heater from potentially busting. That's probably good. Let me just throw that back on real quick. Yeah. Oh, this is what we needed: the manual and the net. I like it. I like it. This is a relatively solid feeling telescoping pole situation. Looks like you just stuff it in there, and yeah, that's pretty long. That's pretty long. Like, it's definitely over 12 inches, maybe 16. Ah! Or maybe I'm blind, but that seems like a long net. The moneyless maven, rawr, I'm a dinosaur. Ask anyone, they'll tell you. All right. Can anyone in the chat chime in about moneyless maven being a dinosaur? Okay, so one thing I'm noticing actually about the tank well, let's get it out of the box. That's what we need to do. Let's get this thing out the box. Hold up. Hold up. But yeah, let me know if moneyless maven, if anyone can chime in about them being a dinosaur, or if they perhaps have escaped any kind of medical care facility recently and may need assistance. Definitely want to be a good neighbor. Let's get on that. All right. Here's the tank, man. Here it is. I'm about to get it on a shelf. Don't leave me hanging, people. I think I scared everyone off. I mean, dinosaurs are pretty intimidating. I don't want to scratch the ultra clear glass, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie, I like the look of it so far. There's not a lot of margins. The silicone looks pretty good, pretty clean. Like, the rim is pretty thin right now. And I think it actually, is the bottom actually black, or is that just, is it sitting on something? Because that's a nice touch. Yeah, it looks like the bottom of the tank is black, which is actually really nice. We'll see if that is actually a thing, but I think it is. Good touch. Good touch. Okay. Oh shit. Okay, so here we go in the back. We got some cords. We got some cords. Beto says, why is there a dinosaur here? Hi, Shirley. Because I bring the party. All right, so we got a bunch of cords. So bad news, I guess, is I got a bunch of cords. I'm not really sure what this means. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna need the manual because I just see this to plug it in, and I see all these hanging off, and I don't really know what that is. One nice thing though, each one is labeled. I don't know if you can see that. Each one is very clearly labeled. So this says UV light. This also says UV light. Water pump, heater, water pump, and heater. Okay. So where'd that manual go? The cords are organized, I like it. Okay. Let me get it so you guys can see what we're working with here. Okay. Product features. Okay. Product features: ultra clear glass. The most transparent glass allows for a clear view. LED hood with acrylic operation interface. 3-in-1 submersible pump. LCD temperature display. Easy to set up and maintain. We're going to be the judge of that. Okay. This is the controls on top. We got a UV light on and off. We got a temp setting display. We got 24-hour day/moon. We got current temp display. So it has two different displays, one for the setting of the temperature and then one for what the temperature is. I like that. Okay, we got some light settings. We got a pump setting. We got the button for setting the temperature. We got a UV light. You can set how long the UV light goes for. Adjust volume and set local. I don't know what the adjust volume thing means still. And then we have the set local time. And then the adjust button. Okay. Quick setup guide. First, clean the tank and filter with clean water and towels. Place tank on a level and stable flat surface. Rinse any gravel and decoration not included and decorate before adding water. Rinse out filter media cartridge and other parts and fit widened shower pipe connections into the performed opening. Okay, so this is just literally just simple stuff. So just telling you to snap the pump into place and things like that. Okay, installation, unpack, check parts, connect the pump, light, and heater cables with the power supply. Okay. Connect the power supply according to the device. Oh, wait a second, guys. I'm an idiot. Okay. So the cords, I see. That's why there's two. So it's just as simple as UV light. I don't know why I didn't see this. So it's literally just, okay, UV light into here. So it's not like you need like a separate cord or anything. It's still all one cord. But you can unplug them pretty easily at any time, which is nice. And they're labeled. This is some kind of, sticker, some material that shouldn't get ruined by water. So literally, and there's a little notch here for putting the cords in all together. So that's kind of nice. So that's what all this is. That's why there's two, because they got the male and female right here. So if you want to unplug any individual one, it looks like it's not too difficult. Which, I really need to start labeling cords in my own. Okay, but that's all you got to do for that. So bam, everything's plugged in. Perfect. Okay. Let's see. Let me make sure. Then we'll put it on a shelf and just look at it. And plug it in. Well, I might actually just leave it here just so we can plug it. I don't know. Okay. What else do we need to know? Water pump. Okay, lighting settings. Set the volume of all the keys. So like you can set the volume of when you press a button. Is there really a volume button for that? There's no way that they put a speaker in here for. There are 11 volume levels available. Once you selected the desired volume, the blue numbers of the screen will bro. Okay, but there is a silent mode. That's all we need to know. I don't need this to make noise, right? Okay, there's a lighting setting. When the settings for start and end time of lighting have been completed, the device switches on and operates according to originally set values. Okay. Automatic feeding setting. Okay, you can set automatic feeding times. And you can set the desired feeding duration. Okay. You can also double click the feeding key manually, so you don't have to have an automatic time. You could just double click it. The amount of fish food to be added to the feeder should be neither too much or too little. So they have like a little diagram here of the minimum and maximum to put in the auto feeder. We want to make sure we're following the actual directions for it, because then you can't complain it doesn't work if you didn't use it properly, right? Okay, refit the cover, align the horizontal diamond corners, okay. Water pump settings. You can select 4 modes for the water pump, so 4 different flow modes. You can set the temperature in the range of 21 to 37 degrees Celsius, which they translate here for you for 70 to 99 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay. You can check the real-time water temperature. Touch the water surface with the retractable temperature sensor on the lid. So it looks like there is a temperature sensor that's like separate from the heater. Yes, this is the 10 gallon. This is the 10 gallon. Okay, you can turn the UV on and set how long you want it to be on and what time, and the light will turn on at the same time and run for the set duration every day, if that's how you set it. Okay. They say remove the fish before clean the tank. I don't know about that one. And then to clean the tank, we got a little illustration of the glove going in there. Okay, so the full packing list is the tank with the hood cover, got that. Submersible pump, got that. Heating rod, got that. Set of filter media, got that. 1 bag water change accessories, got that. Cleaning glove, got that. Fish net, got that. Manual, got that. So we have everything. They recommend the LED light is on for 8 hours per day and change 25% of the water once a week. Okay. If an appliance falls into the water, don't reach for it. Oh my gosh. Okay, so there's the warranty information. Okay, wear parts, filter media, etc., etc. Glass, as well as structural. Original parts are excluded from the guarantee. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. How long is the warranty? That's what I'm trying to figure out here. For more warranty, okay, we'll have to look at the website. All right. I mean, what else is there to say? Let's freaking plug this thing in. I'll put it on the shelf. Plug it in. Take a look. Holy. Ultra clear glass coming through. Hold up, hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Ultra clear glass coming through. Hold up. We're rolling. We're rolling. Whee! Okay. New location. Unlocked. This is a new rack that just got finished. I'm gonna be transferring some stuff over to it, but for now, we can kind of temporarily use it to do some initial plugging in of this thing. Actually looks pretty badass, Beto says. It don't look too bad, it don't look too bad. The looks definitely won't be the problem. I like the size. I like the form. I'm interested to see. Now, this isn't the best place to put it. If I put it right here, can I open the lid more? Ah! I might be sabotaging myself here. I don't actually know how I'm supposed to put the pump in because, oh, right there. It goes like, it should just snap onto there. Hold up. I didn't really read the instructions that carefully, but I do see the shape. And I see where this could be snapping in. I think probably the foam isn't supposed to be on it, but like it looks like it goes right here. Because I see the impeller. Okay. I should have done this over on the floor. Okay. Let me double check the instructions before I, well actually, it definitely goes right there. It definitely does. I see the shape. I see the shape. I'm just not lining it up properly. So I might have to take it out. Ah, wait. Yeah! Let's go! I won. That wasn't that bad. Okay, the pump is placed. Step freaking 1. Let's plug this thing in. Okay, and let's see the light. I know that's basically all I want to see. I just want to see the light. If the light is good, does anything else matter? You know? Do I really need to see the rest of it work? Bro, I just need the light. It's just a plant tank. I think the light is supposed to be 20 watts on the 10 gallon. So, one plug to rule them all. Yeah. Now, I should probably double check and see if it's like, don't plug it in unless there's water inside of it. I should probably double check that real quick. You know? Don't let the heater turn on and burn itself out or something. Jody is here to report and confirm that Shirley is indeed a dinosaur. This is wild breaking in the chat as we speak. As we speak. It looks like we can plug it in. Plug it in, rinse it out. Shit, I mean, we should be able to plug it in without water in it. That's what I say. Hey, Jody, just in time for me to lurk. Actually, I've got an appointment. See you in a bit, guys. All right, see you in a bit. Sheesh. And with that, the dinosaur was gone. Wow. Okay. I do like the lid. It does open pretty easily. I do appreciate that. It's not too heavy or anything. Like you can definitely really easily get in there. Sometimes with some of the glass lids, it's like a little bit of a chore. You know what I mean? But they said to rinse everything out. This is what I say. I say we just put some water in it. It don't need to be anything crazy. Let's just put some water in it so we can see the light. We can see the pump working. And then we'll do the rest. We'll decide what to put in it. We'll do the rest later. I'll probably just drain it again. I just want to put enough water to cover the heater just in case something weird happens when I plug it in. You know what I mean? Better safe than sorry kind of a situation. Better safe than sorry. It's been a long day. Anyone else feeling like this has been a long week already? All right, we got water going in. It is what it is. Now, right now my biggest question is the light and the pump, and how easy it is to get those things functional, at least for the purposes of the stream. I don't expect to be able to understand the full workings of it right now, but once it gets at least enough to cover the heater, we'll plug it in, see what's going on, and then we'll move on, because I need to like get footage of all this before it's kind of set up, you know what I mean? We'll pick some eggs, we'll look at some fish stuff, we'll do all the normal shenanigans. You know how it goes, you know how it be. Okay. One of the things I've been dreading doing is like really hitting the duckweed and other floating plants on here, man. I really need to do that. I really do. Now, that's the nice thing about starting a new tank. There's no duckweed in this tank yet. All my mistakes have been erased. We just start anew before fixing any of them. But I want to get stuff organized. I got a bunch of spawning mops from Aaron's. We got spawning mops in all the tanks I need them in. Getting eggs from the Kali Tawa. We're getting eggs from everything. Fry from the corydoras, hastatus. Like, things are picking up. Things are picking up. We might have a shot in this BAP situation, man. I've got a path. I've got a real path. Okay. I am going to plug in the box, the water box, the tank. I'm gonna plug it in. We're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see if anything good happens. We're gonna see if anything bad happens. See, the bottom of the pump is in there. And I'm not too worried about the first few seconds of the heater. We'll just see. I'm willing to risk it. It's part of the test, you know? Some people might not be patient. What happens? Does it break? Does your all-in-one thing break if you just plug it in too soon? We're about to find out, because now it's plugged in. Oh God, it really is making noise. You hear that? It actually made noise. The temperature is reading 77. Oh my God. Do you hear this? It actually makes noise. This is like Star Trek. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Okay, first thing we're doing, let's turn the volume all the way up. Actually, it goes up to 10. Okay. Okay. Wow. Oh, there we go, there's a light. Not bad, not bad. Not bad at all. Light is on. Now I don't know what setting the light is on. I need the lid to be down a little bit more, but let's see if we can turn on the pump even with it this low. So it's not letting me turn the pump on. Maybe it doesn't think the water's high enough yet. Okay. Let me get the manual real quick. Man, am I the only one enjoying the feedback sounds? It's kind of useful. It's kind of useful if you can't see the lid too well. Oh, it's not working. I can tell because of the sound. Dun 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 dun. Okay. I like the sound futuristic. Hey, you like what you like, right? You like what you like. Okay. So UV light, okay. pump set is long press. Okay, so I need to long press the pump. Okay. Now the pump button is flashing, and I've turned it on to P1. Okay. I hear a noise. May not be submerged enough yet. I'm gonna give it like one more second. But so far I do like, it is easy to kind of turn things on and off. That's kind of interesting. Sunny G, hating my free fish tank. Hey yo, Ben. Hey Ben. I got a free fish tank today. How's that make you feel, buddy? How's that make you feel? Can I have a new free fish tank? No, Ben, you can't. You can't. Only I can. I'm thinking, why weren't we doing takes like this on the regular? Beto, you seem to really be a fan of this thing. It is a very futuristic feel. After it's filled up a little bit more, I will. I'll show the top of the tank as I'm adjusting buttons and things like that. Sunny G's a nice tank, Nick. Thank you. Thank you. I think it's nice. We'll see. We're gonna find out. We're gonna put this thing to the test. We are gonna put this thing to the test. I'm dropping some frames. Let me adjust my bit rate. But yeah, what's up, Sonny? Okay, we're gonna try turning the pump back on. We're gonna keep the volume at max because these sounds, they really, I think, are improving the quality of the stream. So long press on the pump button. It's flashing. I turn the adjust button to pump 1, P1. Okay, I hear noise. Let's see what's going on here. Now in the manual it says submersible pump is completely submerged with water. It must reach the lower outer edge of the right half part of the, okay. Oh, wait, there we go. Water is jetting out of the little air stone thing there. You see that? I've got to turn the lighting down because the tank is just so bright. Yeah, look at that. Water's jetting out. Because that top stream, that's the hose. But then right there, that thing's shooting out water too, back there. And the waterfall's going. This is P1. I guess it comes down to how well the tech and equipment hold up over time, yeah. But if you had one tank, there are some nice things about this. I will say I like this much more than the Fluval specs I've used, just because I like how it's built into the top and not like sectioning off half of the damn tank to make a little grate thing. Like, I kind of like this, you know, in the top. I kind of like the waterfall because you could just have like a little waterfall going. There's no pre-filter sponge on the pump. That's the one big thing, like, to be investigated here, is what you have to do to make this safe for like super small stuff. But I mean, for most fish, they don't look that bad. Did Higer gift you? Yes, Higer did send me this for me to do a review video on, but we're doing a stream right now for us. But yeah, that's the, I think it looks like the pump has that, And then it looks like the pump has like that slit, which is pretty small, but shrimplets could definitely get in there. Some fry could definitely get in there, potentially. So, but I mean, most people aren't necessarily breeding things. Okay, so let me close the lid all the way. Okay. So right now, light looking good. It just looks like it's flickering because of my shutter speed. So it's not flickering in real life. That's just the frequency of the camera. So we're just gonna have to ignore that. The sound level, not too bad right now. I can hear the pump working a little, but it's not fully submerged all the way. There's a max water level on the right. Okay, that's interesting. There's 2 max water levels. I don't know what that's about. There's 2 max water level markings here. So I think this might be designed to leave space at the top for the waterfall, which I have conflicted thoughts on, but let's just go ahead and fill it up more just to see. I do like the look of the waterfall though. I will say that. And I'm not hearing it, which is one of the big things. I'm just gonna consider this me like rinsing everything in the tank because I'll drain this after the stream, but I'll let it run, rinse everything. We'll fill it up to the 2nd max water level mark and then see. But it's got a waterfall and then it's got this air stream thing here that is shooting out. I really like that the bottom is black. That's something I really appreciate. Do I wish that the back was black? I guess it's good to let people do their own backgrounds. But I'm gonna fill it all the way up to... I don't know if this max water level thing is real or not. I don't know what the sticker means. I don't know if max means like minimum or something. But this is at like the one of the max water level stickers. I didn't really see that in the instructions, so I'm gonna double check on that one. Because it would be weird if you couldn't fill it up all the way, right? Oops. There's a piece of styrofoam I forgot to take out. Oopsie. Okay. Once you close it, that eliminates a lot of the noise. There's not too much noise. I'm getting a little hum. I'll have to check on filling it all the way. But I don't hear any of the waterfall. There's a lot of flow in here, man. So I think I can adjust that here. So this little thing, I think adjusts the air. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, so yeah, this is what's putting air into the little pump system. So you can adjust that as needed. I turned it down a bit. And you can't see it, but it is actually pumping out air bubbles into the bottom, so that's nice. There's a built-in air stone. How can you use the filtration? What type of media? So it comes with these pads. This is one of the replacement pads. So in theory, you probably could jerry-rig it to whatever media you want. There's a little basket in the top here. So let me see. I think I showed it earlier, but yeah. So the top has a basket where the media is inside of. That's where the waterfall is and stuff. Okay. Let's go up. Let's go up on the camera a little bit. And then I'll show you the top of the lid more. But then I think we've done enough on this for now. A little bit of a teaser. We'll check back in on it periodically. But if there's anything you want me to look at before we move on, just keep asking them questions. But so far, it's a promising start. Like, nothing feels too poorly made. I'll say the worst, potentially worst thing is just the pump, you know, those slits on it. It's really the main thing. So we got the temperature probe in the water. The top looks like we have the temperature reading just on the front here, which you can't really see. That's the UV light. You could turn it on just on the top of the lid. And then, okay, this is what's gonna be interesting, the auto feeder. So if I double click this button, I don't know if I actually set up the auto feeder, but let's just try. One second. I'm still on the pump. Okay. I don't actually have the feeder in, so that probably would keep it from working, I would imagine. Okay. Light. I do like, so on here, it has like the subtitles, like long press to set and that kind of thing, so that's kind of nice. You don't necessarily have to. So this is me setting my local time. So the 24-hour clock, I guess, to get it right. What time is it? Let's do 2100 and 16, 17. All right. Okay. Oh, I think I'm setting when it turns on and when it turns off. Okay, let me not do that, because I don't want to do all that. I don't think the thermostat is on by default, so that's good. And this is the volume. It's just funny they dedicated a whole touch button on top for the volume. I just realized I wasn't even showing myself. Yeah, Sunny, it makes sounds and it has a volume adjustment from 1 to 10. Well, you can do silent mode too. Okay. Okay, you can just tap right here for the light to turn on and off, so I guess you don't have to. Like, I'm just tapping. I will say the screen is this touch is much more responsive than the other Higer lights I have. That's one thing I was worried about with the screen. But I haven't had any weird, like me needing to like tap it hard or anything. So it has a few different like default color settings going on here. Let's see what pump level number, the highest pump setting. Let's see what that looks like. Oops. Whew. Yeah. I could hear it working a little harder. I did restrict the, honestly, if you could find a way to, you know, get the inlet covered up, this could be a good little hill stream situation, because you got the airstone thing built into here. Got some decent flow going on. I'm not gonna lie, man. Not a bad start. Not a bad start at all. Okay. So, that being said, I'm going to leave this alone for now. I want to set it up. I want to do the whole thing. Hopefully this tank helps with your BAP competition. I think it will. I think it will. It's a nice size. You know what I mean? It's a nice size. I think I can do some mop spawner situation things in there. I think I can get eggs out of there. I'm not going to be raising any fry in there because of the pump. I think the pump could probably suck some fry up into it. But that being said, I got some fun stuff to play with. I think the water changer could be good for suctioning up eggs, honestly, because it came with this like turkey baster thing, and like you could just get this in like a bucket and just, you know, suction out where you think some eggs might be pretty easily. I kind of like that. So let's move on. What should we get into next? I got the whole damn camera set up right now, so we could get into whatever, man. We can get into whatever. We'll let this thing chill. I'm actually probably gonna unplug it because I unplugged something else for it. So we're just gonna let it sit there. I'll come back to it next time. I don't know if I'll do a stream where we scape it or not. It's possible. The only reason why I might is because that sounds like something kind of fun, and depending on my energy level, I might just enjoy it more as a solitary activity. You know what I mean? If I need to just relax some, it might be fun to just chill out and work on setting up that tank properly. But we'll see. Okay, my cord is wrapped around this chair a little bit. So, just gotta spin you guys around. Well, let's get into it. Hygger does make some cool stuff. Is the bottom plastic or glass? It appears to be glass. Let me go and touch it real quick. No, I'm pretty sure it's glass. I'll double check that, but like, I'm pretty sure. I can look and see how messy everything is. Okay, so I will say, you know, you guys give me your impressions, but like, this is one of my little most recent racks, you might remember, added. And, you know, I need to work on a more elegant blocking light situation. It was kind of just like necessity of the moment thing, but I'm not gonna lie, I feel like it doesn't look the worst. I didn't want to do the vertically aligned tank thing. I just thought I would lose too much sight. And there's some sight that I have lost that I kind of wish I could see through the sides more. So I don't think I do every tank like this, but you can't argue with the space that it saves. You can't argue with the space that it saves. And also, I mean, it doesn't, I think the way that it's set up right now, it doesn't look that bad, honestly. So, seems nice to take to an event to display since everything is easy to set up. That's not a bad idea. I would say, yeah, that's not the worst idea for a display, some kind of display tank, because you do have the light built in. I'd say the biggest thing that makes it easy is it's one cord for everything, and it's easy to unplug. Like, if you don't trust yourself on the settings for the heater, you could just unplug it easily. And you don't have to worry about it. That's one thing I really like. That's one thing I really like. Jorge said they're good if they're breeder tanks. Yeah, these tanks are more for breeding. This rack in general is more for breeding stuff. But I tried to make it so like it still looks I think it still looks kind of good as just, you know, a tank in general. You know, it's not the worst. My problem is I try to make them semi-display and breeder tanks, not a good mix. No, I do the same thing. Jorge. I do. So I feel your pain. But I think some of them are for raising fry, some of them are for shrimp. So, you know, it's not all bad, because if I'm just raising fry, I can have it set up to, you know, have a little more plants and cover in it. It's not that big of a deal. And then like things with that mop spawn, I could still do that in there, you know? So I kind of wanted to go over some breeding stuff going on. This tank, I have my yellow shrimp in, and I feed them so much, like it's cloudy forever. I had Daphnia keeping it clear, but then I put the barb fry in there, and the barbs grew so fast that they've now eaten the Daphnia. They got big enough to eat the Daphnia real quick. Real freaking quick. Okay. So, you might be able to, actually, you can see it pretty decent. You can see it pretty decent. I'm actually gonna put some more food in there. So we'll slowly start to see how many yellow shrimp are truly in there. I don't have my macro lens on, so I can't get as close as usual. I wanted to try with the zoomy zoom. But this one on the far left, that's a fry tank. It's got rice fish fry in it. It's got procatopus in it. This one is mostly the goldenback shrimp. I just have enough of them that I can start spreading them around. I got quite a lot of them at the moment. This is a very special tank, and okay. Right next to each other, we have a special tank, and then we have a tank that I hate the fish that are inside of it. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. I know it sounds terrible, and the thing is, I got the fish from a friend. It was a nice thing for them to do. They sent me the group of fish. I feel like they sent more than they needed to, but turns out I hate the fish. So hopefully that person doesn't enter the chat when I talk about that. But this tank is special because I've bred 2 fish in it recently. So I had the betta rubra pair in there, and the male released his fry. I moved that pair over. You can see the female in here. I moved that pair over out from where the fry were, just in case they felt snacky. But then I had to move the fry because first of all, the betta rubra fry come out pretty large. A little bit larger, I feel like, than the betta albimarginata. And they came out large enough to eat the other fry that started showing up in this tank. Because when I went to my LFS one day, I wanted to buy corydoras hastatus. Now, as you know, corydoras hastatus is kind of expensive, anywhere from $12 to $40 a fish if you buy it from Dan's Fish. And I wasn't sure if I was all in, but I couldn't help myself from buying some, so I bought 3. Or I said I was trying to get rid of my convicts, which is why I sent you so many. You're welcome. Couple of fish in my yes. Yeah. No, I didn't get convicts from Jorge. No. I couldn't help myself. For some reason, I bought 3 corydoras hastatus. Doesn't really make any sense. I put them in this tank. I lost one relatively quickly, but turns out the 2 I had left were a pair. Now, I kind of just had them. I was keeping them. And then around the same time, I see another betta rubra fry in there I'm going to have to catch. Hold up. Around the same time the betta rubra fry started popping up, the corydoras hastatus fries started popping up, and they look so strange. They look so strange. I have a video of it. I'll put up on the screen. But they look so strange. And we're going to try and catch this betta rubra fry with the Higer net. I don't know if these holes are too big. We're going to find out. But the corydoras hastatus fry is so small. I think the betta rubra fry could actually eat them. So normally I see one of the hastatus fry. Oh my God, they're just swimming around mid-water. Okay, I'm gonna have to show you guys this. This is too crazy. This is too cool. We're gonna have to switch lenses. Okay, Higer net works for catching better rubra fry. Let's go. Let's freaking go. So now I think I got like maybe 13 of them. Not bad. They keep popping up. Let's see. I mean, should I spend the time to try and get the hastatus fry on camera? What's up, Jody? Jody's popping in the chat again. I caught the purple pencil fish spawning today, finally. Hey, congratulations. Congratulations. I've been trying to do pencil fish. Chris says, Nick makes out with kissing Karami. Bruh. What's up, Cheryl? How's it going? How is it going? I don't know why I'm dropping so many frames, but hopefully it's still watchable. Well, as long as the audio's good, honestly. Oh, what's up, Luis? I love the hastatus, such cute little butt wigglers. Yeah, I think I'm gonna. I might try and see if I can get switch lenses and show the hastatus fry if they're out and about like that. Because I think I have at least 3 that I've seen all at once. I don't know how many eggs. I don't know how many eggs the cories lay really, but it seems to be a decent amount. So I've just been. Pencils cost too much. They do cost a good bit. Jody got some super rare fish today. My jealousy run. Yeah, they've already been. She's already been bragging in the chat. Hey yo, Big Steve is in the chat. Everyone, stop what you're doing. Big Steve, the hottest up and coming hobbyist breeder and best Nanochromis transvestitis breeder in the world, is in the chat. Show some respect. Show some respect. Come on. Big Steve has arrived. Hey yo, Jesse, I got something for you you'll like. Hold up. Let me get the camera a little closer. Let me get the camera a little closer. Because you know, I spawned some fish that I got from Jesse. The blue banded barbs. Lowering the camera a little bit here. Give me a second. We'll get right to it. Dun, dun, dun. But I got a decent amount of barbs. I need to get a second spawn before I really feel like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have so many barbs. But I do have a pretty good first spawn here. Barbarous fasciatus or something like that. Okay, we could get close enough that you guys can see things. This isn't too bad. I need my energy drink. That's what I need. That's one of the reasons I haven't been streaming. I've been so not feeling good. So tired. Picked up my 8 golden laser cories from Ross today. That's a win. Oh shit. You see Ross's crayfish tank? That shit's fucking beautiful. I have a sickness for expensive headphones. What you looking at, man? I love headphones. We were just talking about that in the Discord. They weren't super expensive, but yeah, the Beckford Eye pencil fish are nice. 2 sailfin gudgeons didn't make it. Damn. How many you order? Where'd you get them from? Or you got secret suppliers already, probably. Hold up. Don't answer. Don't answer. We don't want to reveal the source. But two loss could be expensive. Okay, but there you go. So these little fish here, those are the barbs. And I was worried that my shrimp were... Luis, wishing everyone a good night. I had to hit the sheets. I'll be out the airport early. We'll definitely listen on a replay on my way to Philly. Have a great week. Good night, Luis. Thanks for stopping in. Jody's off to bed too. Good night, Jody. But yeah, Jesse, these are the barbs. Barb fry here. My favorite headphones are my Adis LCD2 with an Eastern DAC and Bajan headphone amp. Bliss. Oh my god, he's got a headphone amp and everything. It's going crazy. I can't even talk to him. He's too advanced. Too advanced. Go on my Sony MDRs and call it a day. Oh man. But yeah, I was worried my yellow shrimp were ugly. But turns out the green water just really made it hard to tell. Because they actually look pretty yellow and nice to me right now. They actually look good. All I see is shrimp. You're not looking close enough, man. The barbs are literally right there. Do I gotta enhance for you? Come on. What's up, Sleeper BBQ? Look, there's barbs everywhere. I'm starting to wish I got a hobbyist table for the Clash. That's funny. Yellow and orange shrimp look better as they get older, Chris says. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. So I got a whole bunch of yellow shrimp I need to split out. Jesse said, look at those little babies. Yeah, I think I got at least 20 in there. So hopefully I'm going to get a good hatch from this next spawn. Chris said, Lance, so stoked you'll be at the Clash. Yo, I need another free ticket for my private security. Let me know when's the next raffle. Steve, what you got? Oh my god, he probably got tons of nanochromis. Alright. But yeah, barbs, got a bunch of those. This is the tank that I'm pulling beta rubra out of. And then, are those golden dwarf barbs? No, those are blue banded barbs. The barbarous, again, I think it's barbarous fasciatus. Barbus. Yeah, barbarous fasciatus. I think. Blue banded barb. Okay, Barbus fasciolatus. Yeah. Man, the pictures seriously fish have of them do not do them justice at all. Kind of all the places have bad pictures of them. I'll be volunteering in the vendor area so Jesse and Drew can boss me around. I need to see if I can sign up for more volunteer things, but I did sign up at least for the judging. And they did say they needed judges, so I do feel like that's helping out. But I did want to volunteer for more. We'll just see. But yeah, so hastatus fryer in here, in theory. I had just seen a few, and of course, once we get to the tank, I'm not seeing any. But I did just get in there and mess around, so probably scared some back. Now, this is where we reach my unhappiness a little bit more. Let me explain. So, it's actually kind of a nice tank. The hydroclonal, you know, there's plants in the back. Look at that, look at that. Oh, Jesse messaging Steve. Nanochromas at the wazoo, public coach, Rackenfell size, some Gilberti, some white cloud, some super red hot. Oh wow, lots of plants. Okay. Steve going crazy. Nick, you can be a little judgy. Wait, what am I being judgy about? Oh, yeah. So we're gonna get to that, actually. It's good you said that. Because I'm trying to do BAP, Pseudo McGill's decent amount of points. All right, here's the problem. I did a trade with someone we all know, some of us like, maybe love, Branton 25 light cap. Steve said Nick is judgy as fuck. Well, look who's talking. It was very generous. I traded some isopods and stuff. He sent me the Branton orange shrimp, and he sent me a ton of Signifer, Pseudo McGill Signifer. Unfortunately, some didn't make it on the way here. But I ended up, I think I have at least 7 or 8. Okay, this is where the problem comes in. This fish is fucking hideous, okay? Now, I know he said they're like young or whatever, like we'll see when they grow. But to me, they just look like little pigs, like little fat pigs Ain't got no finnage. And like, look at the Pseudomygal luminatus fry that are painfully right next to them. Like, even at a much smaller size, if one of them would come to the front, I can like see the potential. You know what I mean? I can kind of tell. I just realized my autofocus wasn't on, so that's why everything is out of focus. Now he's body shaming them. I'm just saying, bro, like, look, the luminatus, you can see the potential. You see the finnage coming in already. You see the bright blue eyes and stuff. Like, yeah, that's gonna be a nice fish. Okay, I'm only seeing right. Okay, the pseudomygils are back there. You can see. If the camera, there we go. And the signifer, I realized when I was looking up photos of them, if you look up photos of the signifer, a lot of times it shows Melis, okay? A pseudomygil that looks good. These things look like, you know, if you took a luminatus, took all the positive traits, just left the skeleton. Good grief, babies don't always show their potential beauty. Maybe these are babies. I don't know how much bigger they get. Like, they're as big as my adult luminatus. You know what I mean? I don't know how much bigger these things get. I just know that at that size, my luminatus look fantastic. What is that? I don't know what that is. It looks like some kind of twisted goodade or something. You know? Like, come on. So, you know, it is what it is. I still am gonna try and breed them for the BAP, but this has been a disappointment. Maybe they'll look better as they grow, but I was kind of looking up pictures of the signifer. They don't seem to really get nice fins like that. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm too spoiled. Don't judge, just breed. Yeah. I even like the black rice fish more than that. Some of the ones from Putu, some of their babies are in here. Nick is taking everyone's coal fish. Well, they did survive a traumatic trip, so I'll give them that. One or two do have kind of a janky spine situation. That's right, 186. What's up, Ross? Corey's looking good. Yeah, but I mean, none of you can tell me that this fish looks good. No one's defending it, so I think we're all in agreement. I think we're all in agreement about this. Like, they just look like little fat pigs. I may as well get like some guppies or something and throw them in there. So, I'm not too thrilled. Ross, I was just bragging about the stuff you had in the auction Saturday. I would love to talk to you offline if you want to sell to Jody and me. Steve said I want to marry it. Steve, shut the... No, you don't. No, you don't. You're just saying that to disagree with me. I want to have its baby? Okay, pause. Pause. Oh, God. Oh, God. I guess we can add another wedding to the Clash docket, you know? You can marry these ugly-ass fish. Hey, Ben. Hey, Ben, buddy. How's it going? Hey, Ben, I got a free fish tank. I don't know if you saw. Oh, my gosh. That's so funny. Oh, shit. Look at my face. Look at my face. I think I lost like 2 pounds. Let's go. Let's go. 10 more to go. Big Steve has some purple sailfin gudgeon B-roll. Okay. I had to hit him. I can't tell if I need to stop by for more B-roll. I was actually editing through the footage from your fish from the other day. This is just the some of the Procatopus fry and some of the rice fish fry. And then I do have a... You can't see... I don't think you can see them on the side. I do have some crystal shrimp in there that I apparently have bred. I don't see any. And then I got some black Neocaridina in there that I got from Fish and Friends. You can see some more of the black rice fish fry from Putu. Alright. Let me just park here for a second. Ooh. Yeah. Man, Ross's fish room's real nice. I can vouch. Purchase from Ross. He's got some good fish. Ben, as always, I got you, brother. You're gonna have as many as you could carry. Yeah, Ben, if you want a free fish tank, you're just gonna have to travel. You said you're in the Philippines, like, get with an airline, get over here, we got you. We got free fish tanks. He's got good taste, yeah. Ross does have very good taste. He does. He definitely does. Okay, what else? I mean, I have a lot of fish to move around right now, so I can, like, actually breed them. Because I want to get more luminatus. I need to get the panda cories going. I'm, like, getting some panda cories here and there, but the problem is the wild bettas are eating the panda cory eggs, so maybe after reviewing the Higer tank, you can gift it to Ben since it was free? Oh, hell no. I'm gonna use that for... It's got to breed some stuff, man. That tank's got to work. I thought about like doing something, giving it away or something, but honestly, that sounds like a lot of work. That sounds like a lot of work. Plus, if it's here, then, you know, the Higer promotion every time it shows up on stream. There you go, Higer. I want them to send me more stuff so we can review more things. Ooh, look at that. That rice fish is pretty big in there. I've actually had rice fish lay eggs at that size, so. What are you doing? Oh, he's like digging. What are you trying to eat off the ground? You're like, I need to put some food in there. I'd rather smash a tank with a hammer than give it to Ben. Let me park it on these ugly ass fish. Am I being too harsh? No, I'm not. I'm not. I bred purple spotted gudgeon many years ago. That sounds like a cool one. I think I really want to get on. I want to do more tetras, more egg scatterers. I'm giving up on apistos for now, besides the ones I already have, obviously. I'm like, I don't want to add those. There's only like 1 or 2 killifish I want to add. The Galore slow location is basically the main one. But tetras are kind of what I'm looking at. Of course, at the other killifish, if any of the other lamp eyes that I've been wanting pop up again, those are probably the ones that I'd want to get in addition. There's the female betta rubra there, popping up on screen. Male's in there too, but he's been like laying low. He did just you know what? I got a bunch of white worms from Aaron, which I need to make a culture out of, but also he gave me some just to feed. Dude, this guy has like infinite white worms. It's crazy. You want to see this? That's what he gave me. This is just pure white worms. Like, it's just the entire, like, rinsed and everything. He gave me some, like, to make a culture with, too. I'll probably use some of this for a culture, but I'm going to feed a bunch of these. I'm going to definitely feed a bunch of these. Nick, you should breed the Select Aquatics Odessa barbs. They're beautiful, easy to breed. Greg's line is easy to sell. White worms gross me out for some reason. That's where you draw the line, bro. White worms. You might be in the wrong space. You might be in the wrong space, my brother. Chris, I need Greg's Odessas. Okay, Chris, you send me the Odessas and I will try to breed them. I have not seen those. But yeah, send them my way. Yeah. Yeah, just send them my way. That makes sense. I do have some secret fish. Do I want to show them? Or do I want to keep it a secret? Let me think about that. God, I have so many freaking super red plecos. I guess I should start sorting them for like the ones with the least spots and things like that. But I really do have quite a few at this point. And I'm trying to think what I want to do. I passed up a few Odessas at the swap because they were not Greg, so I think I was going to have some available. I haven't checked Greg's website in a minute. Ooh, a website to check? Don't hate the sound of that. I don't hate the sound of that at all. God, I have so much work to do. I've seen Greg process for breeding Odessas. Look pretty difficult. Interesting. I'm loving the white worms. Between the vinegar eels, microworms, BBS, griddle worms, and white worms and black worms, I've not been feeding much prepared foods lately. Yeah, that's a good place to be. I just need to get my white worms going, and then I think I'll be in a similar place. Because I don't really need that much prepared food. Let's put some white worms in here for these ugly ass fish. And I'm mostly doing it because I want to see if the betas come out. That's mostly why. Let's just ooh. Hastatus fry. Hold up. Let's see if you guys can see this. Hold up. Where'd it go? Damn it, it's on the side. It's on the side right by the freaking... You'll never see it. Okay, I'll keep an eye on that. You won't be able to see it from that angle. Well, let's give the ugly fish some food. Make them fat, the fat so even fatter. The crazy thing is, like, I'm not even like feeding them that heavily. Like, they just are staying fat. You know? Like that's the thing that like is just, I don't know, bro. I don't know. They're just not what I was hoping. Bro, they're not even gonna eat the worms? Okay, they got a few. Oh, this is crazy. They can't even eat worms? Guys. What was that? Nothing? Look at all that. Oh, man. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Okay, now they're finding it. What is this? They're not even good at being a fish. Beto, I just bred in shallow water over fake bottoms. You breed them too deep of water, there's a lot of belly splatters. Interesting. No matter what anyone tells you, the trousery trout tea will not produce. What are you talking about? I do not know of this fish. I have a feeling it doesn't exist. Okay, so they're picking the worms off the bottom. I'm not seeing the betas I wanted to bait out yet. I just see an ugly shrimp that I need to feed to the Congo puffers. That's what I see. So I need to start my next red shrimp colony in there. Make the fat fish even fatter. What a life, man. What a life. Yeah, I've seen vids of that shallow water, Chris. I did see some Rolafi fry in the tank with the adults. I put them in a different low boy. So I think they have more space to get some fry going. Ah! Hastatus fry! Hastatus fry! Okay, you guys are gonna have to look super close. Like, super close. I'm gonna have to enhance and everything. But it's standing still. It's right at the front. Okay, you ready? You want to see the corydoras hastatus fry? Oh my God, there's two. One is swimming. Hold up. So that's one at the bottom of the sand right there. That little sliver to the right of that snail. But then swimming in open water is another one. I don't think I can get it. It just went too far back. Okay, let me go to this one. Ah, there it is. Corydoras hastatus, ladies and gentlemen. Very small, very strange looking to me. Ah. I'm gonna try and zoom it in even more so you can see. Give me a second. Damn it, where'd it move to? Ah! It's swimming around. Okay. There you go. There it is. I'm gonna zoom one more time here. It's kind of funny, they like swim in mid-water. Oh look, there's the other one. There they go. Wow. Are they thread fins? Oh, I think you're talking about something else. Because I'm looking at the corydoras hastatus fry. That's what I'm looking at. But, okay. I think you actually could probably see them if you looked. And you can see they are small, as expected. I have to catch a replay. Good to see you, Nick. Good to see you, Bob. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for stopping in. Kind of, you know, we're easing back into things. It's not too crazy of a stream, really. Not too crazy at all. Oh, it's back. The fry's back. Let's see. Canuck said, "You're a strange fuck." Interesting. I appreciate that. Just the best gloves ever? Yes, the best gloves ever did come in today. Oh my god. These things are so small. I almost thought the hastatus fry was like a mosquito larva when I first saw it, because how it kind of has that like striped look to them. Okay, we're going back out. We're going back out. That's just a little bit of a hint. How are the sailfin tetras, Nick? Sailfins, they're still doing good. I think I might have mostly males. There's only one that I think is probably a female. So we're gonna have to see. But they've all been doing good. I haven't lost anything or anything like that. They're in a 10-gallon by themselves right now. They have a bunch of caves, and it's really grown out in there. It's really grown out in there quite a bit. Now that I put the food in, the yellows are coming out. They're coming out a bit more. I need to sort them, and I need to start another tank of them. And I kind of don't know where to put them. I really don't know. I think I like the yellows more than... I don't know. I think I might like the yellows more than the blue as far as how much they stand. Like the blue does stand out if you got the the substrate and stuff right. Like, but I think against like plants, the yellow are kind of underrated, man. Like they really stand out. It's like on red levels. I think the yellow and the red are kind of neck and neck on that front. I didn't think I'd like them that much because I don't like the color yellow that much, where I'm like, oh yeah, yellow shrimp. But like every time I put them in a tank, I'm always like, damn, they really like pop up. They really pop out. Yeah, what's up, Barbara? How's it going? So, I don't know, yellow shrimp, man. Who knew? Who freaking knew? We need to pick some eggs. We need to pick some eggs, don't we? A lot of them have probably been eaten by this point in the day, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of them have probably been eaten. The pumpkin shrimp look nice too. I think those were some... oh yeah, you guys are talking about the thread fins. Wait, what was the $299? That's crazy. That's a crazy amount for a fish. Who could ever spend that much on a fish? Who could ever? No one in this chat. No. We're reasonable people. I've been getting a lot of Congo Tetra eggs, but a lot of them have been infertile. So, first thought, nutrition. I don't think my nutrition is that bad. I feel like I've been feeding a good variety. So, I think maybe, one, I could separate them out for a bit. Maybe that's part of it. But two, I think maybe I don't have enough males in there. Because right now the ratio is, it's like 2 males to 5 females. I think maybe that's like too extreme. So I think I might need to put like 1 or 2 more males in there. So, man, I've been shopping these attempted pairs of the scarlet badis, and it's got me like stressed. Cause like I don't want to send people an attempted pair and it not be a pair. You know what I mean? And it's like I look at the pair so long, and I talk to Aaron. He's like, "Bro, it's a attempted pair. Like it's fine." I'm just like, "Bro, I want to get it right. I don't want to." So I spent like an hour today staring at badis. And I'm starting a new tank of them. I'm going to try and sort them out even more. So I'm going to take every male I can find and put it in one tank, and then every possible female put it in another tank. But it's just like, I don't know, man. I get nothing's ever like 100%, but like I'm trying my best. But that's the stress with the baddest pairs. I mean, I think I'm pretty good at picking them. But it's like you never know for sure until someone says, "Hey, dude, I sent a fella 4 extra badis because I kept second guessing female." So I almost sent extra because I was second guessing the female, and then I was like, "Look, it's an attempted pair. I'm doing my best. You know, it's as advertised. If someone didn't get a pair, I would probably send them another guess. You know." For the cost of shipping, and I think that's probably fair. But you know, I'm trying to take it slow because people hear you get the scarlet badis females, and everyone's hitting you up for pairs, and it's like I don't want to have my for sure pairs or probable pairs, and then get overrun, and then I'm trying to guess all these females, and I'm sending them out, and I gotta deal with like 5 people that. I don't know if this is a female. Let's see. Barbara, I've not good luck with shrimp. Tried 4 times with Neos. They just fade away. Well-established tanks with lots of biofilm and leaf litter. I would definitely check where you're getting the shrimp from. Because I feel like when I watch the shrimp people like Garden of Eden and stuff, when people describe those issues, it seems to be like a source is a big factor. The only thing that scares me about benthachromis is they're a deep water fish. I tried to breed Zier frontosa for years and never took them out. Huh. Hey, Branton came in. What's up, Branton? How's it going? Have you checked your water harbors bar? Bruh, my shrimp from PetSmart always died, but the ones from my LFS survived. Yeah, Bob. 7.5 pH, low pH, high GH, various suppliers. Interesting. Do you have well water or do you have city water? Would be my next question. Big leaves. I do like big leaves. I just finally got more leaf litter. My LFS, like, one of them, House of Tropicals, I feel like they actually got a decent, you know, little leaf litter pack. From ZooMed. It's a pretty big pack, I feel. There's always going to be someone that's like, you can get 3,000 leaves for 2 cents. But this is like a $5 bag from my LFS. I think that's pretty convenient. You know, if I go there, I'm going to grab a bag of leaves. Why not? People definitely try and charge more than that for this many leaves all the time. So I bought 2 of these recently. I'm pretty happy with them. The leaves are pretty good size. $5, no brainer for me, you know. Yeah, Barbara, let me, I'm curious if you have well water, because I know SVC, he had a similar issue with shrimp. Some people on well water, like they got like softeners and stuff in the water. I don't know. It's just something to eliminate, you know? One of those things. Just one of those things. Why is Branton always associated with toilet paper? City water chloramines use safe powder. Mountain reservoir 2/3 of the year. Later in the year, we get municipal well water. Okay. There's a lot going on there. I get backyard leaves. I just pre-soak them. Yeah, I need to get some more. We raked a bunch, and then actually had some like stuff sprayed around the house. So it's like a limited part of the yard that I would pull them from. I mean, it just became something that for now I just didn't feel like thinking about. So I didn't. All right, let's see. What tank do I want to look at next? Well, I do need to pick eggs still. I haven't done that. I'm always associated with toilet paper. Where did that manifest? I mean, every time you show up, it's like toilet paper, poop emojis, like, how are the fish and shrimp, Dick? They're great. They're great, man. No complaints. The shrimp, there was a couple buried when I looked in there the other day. Actually, I can show the shrimp. A mono shrimp do fine. I haven't tried caridina, just neos. Interesting. Huh. It's kind of weird. Yeah. The orange shrimp are in this tank. I just sent a video Branton with the giant hill streams and some sailfin gudgeon. Why you say it all like they're not great? I was complaining about how ugly the signifer were earlier, I'll be honest. I'll show them. I'll show them to you. No complaints with the face palm emoji. Here they are. I just fed them some live foods, man. I just fed them the good stuff. I like cinnamon leaves. They don't really break down. I've had some in a tank for months and looks new. Oh, that's nice. Oh, guys. Relationship with choya wood is ended. I did not realize, like I heard people say it was messy before, but I didn't realize that it was so bad. Cause like there's some tanks I thought they were just so moldy like it was me. Then I realized all the tanks that looked dirty had choya wood in it. And then when I shook the choya wood, I saw that, yeah, it's like, it creates mold so quickly. I took them all out. They're in my isopod tanks. Take the choya wood out of your tanks, bro. They make everything filthy and disgusting. I'm so angry. They're gonna be for isopods only. I gotta pull it out of everything. It's so infuriating. Because there were some tanks I was like, I don't know why they're so moldy all the time. Like, I'm not even feeding them. It's the choya wood. It's awful. Absolutely awful. It's a shame because it looks cool. But I mean, it's not actually wood, right? It's like cactus roots. So, yeah, I hate to say it. I got friends that be selling choya wood, you know? But especially if you got a shrimp tank, do not. And I heard Garden of Eden Grant say it, but I just didn't fully believe it. I was like, that can't be that bad. No, it is. It's fucking terrible. Don't put that garbage in your tanks. Sleeper Barbecue Grills to Gills says, been there, that wood sucks. Yeah. Choya isn't really wood, it's the dried hollow stems of cactus, yeah. It's bad. It's real bad. It's real bad. Get some real wood. Maybe boil the choya. That's going to make it degrade faster. I think that'll exacerbate the problem, probably. No, it just makes too much mess. It makes too much mess. Oh, you guys want to see my first attempt at making a background on a terrarium? There'll be some isopods in this eventually, but let's see if I can get to it from here. It'll just be this is just a preview, you know. I didn't do a great job, but like, you know, it's something. But check it out. I was pretty proud of this. You know, got a little bit of a background going. So eventually there'd be isopods in there. Right now I'm just kind of growing these cuttings. I thought I maybe was going to kill them, but they actually started growing stuff. So, you know, sometimes things actually kind of work out a little bit. Man. All right, let's see if we can get any eggs from the P82s. I've been trying to get some eggs from. We picked a lot of eggs. I think there was a loose baby panda cory in one of my egg trays. I think maybe he's been eating them, and that's why they haven't been hatching. I think that might have been what happened. So, on the other hand, I love manzanita stems for nanotanks. Last pretty long considering the small diameter. I'll have to look at that. Because pretty soon, depending on how fast I move, we'll be setting up a 50-gallon. And I want to get a couple of fish to help me scape it. But the hard part is going to be getting materials to scape it, because like my budget for scaping a 50-gallon isn't, you know, hey, a bootylicious. God, I can't help it. I got the dumpster on me. Okay, let me grab this mop. So small. I just had some splash tetra eggs this evening. Oh, that's cool. You should talk to I think Aaron Black Planted. I think he's trying to breed the splash tetra. I don't know how it's going for him, but I think he's trying to breed them. But we're gonna start picking some eggs here. We're starting with the P82s. It's kind of late in the day, you know. Some eggs could have been eaten throughout the day. They're not in there totally alone. But usually we get some. So get your egg count guesses in the chat. We're picking eggs, people. Eggs are about to be picked. It's an emergency. Get your guesses in the chat. Don't be too optimistic, because then I'm gonna look very sad. I hate when people are like, it's gonna be 1 billion eggs. And then I'm like, well, it was 2. It was exactly 2 eggs. We just wasted our goddamn time. I'm getting my headlamp. Give me a second. Where'd I put that thing? I need the light. It's in my other pair of pants. Yeah, here we go. What kind of eggs? These are P82, Fundula Panchex Garden Rye. I got the lamp on. Let's get to it. I traded Aaron today some Procatopus for all the white worms, the culture, and then the big thing white worms, and then a bunch of egg mops. Okay, 16. Do you have any shell dwellers? I do, actually. I do have some shell dwellers. Guys, we got eggs already. Let's go. Eggs already. I found 2 off the bat. Get your guesses in. We got 6. A guess of 6. I like that guess of 6. I think we can hit that. Peanut beetles, and bean beetles. And I have flightless fruit flies, so technically 3. I think out of that, the flightless fruit flies are the ones I've been most kind of tempted by, but not really, because I still think I'd let them all escape, ultimately, when I forget to put the lid on. Peanut beetles, I kind of tried, because the flower beetles are kind of similar to that. I don't believe in those. I really don't. Too much work. Damn. I just broke an egg. That must have been bad. Do you have any advice on keeping them in an ecosystem tank / good tank mates? 125-gallon tank? I don't have a ton of experience keeping them. I know their temperament does vary a lot. Multifasciatus seems like you can keep with a couple different things. I know Big Steve has kept a few. I mean, 125-gallon, I'm sure that you could keep shell dwellers with a whole bunch of fish. I mean, what kind of stuff are you into? Maybe that's the question. What shell dwellers are you looking at, and then what other fish are you thinking about? Did he answer me? I know I didn't get skipped. Hey, what kind of Procatopus did I get off you? You got Procatopus from me? When did you get those? Well, if you got them from me, they're Procatopus similis redtail. Ugh. We're at 8 eggs. 8. Oh, we're at 10. The ACM auction. Yeah, Procatopus similis redtail would be what you got from me. The fin feet I have, I still don't think are quite old enough to lay eggs. But they're getting close. Yeah, they were mine. If you got them at the ACM auction, they were mine. We're at 12. Barbara might get it if I stop at 16. Anyone guess 12? Bob guessed 12. Okay. I don't believe in taking too much time looking through these, as we know. So as soon as it stops being easy, I'm dropping this mop like it's hot. I'm gonna do one last pass, quick pass over. But Bob might win today on the P82s. Because I'm not seeing any more eggs. Holy. That is it. Yeah, I need to pick earlier in the day. That's 12. 12 Fundulopancha Gardnerite P82 eggs. And Bob actually guessed correctly. So round of applause for Bob. Next, we need to know what numbers to play in the lottery from you. And your social security number while you're at it. Couldn't hurt, you know? Couldn't hurt. Okay, next one. Might be able to make it so you can actually see the fish. Let me see. If they come to the front, might put some worms in. But next we have the riverless, what is it? It's like a P. I don't know how to pronounce it. Yeah, congrats, Bob. It is safe to assume the male with the color on its tail fin. We could take a look at the Procatopus, actually. We can move over there in a second, and I'll show you the difference between the males and females. But yeah, the males are more colorful, and their fins are longer. So you're probably right. It's actually, they're pretty obvious, honestly, which is nice. It's nice when it's easy. Guess how many wide fin glitter Galaxy Medaka eggs I picked tonight? I do not care. I don't care, Brenton. That's right. I said it. I said, oh, bucktooth tetra. That's what the exodons is. The shell dwellers, you said the smallest ones, I'd like to put my exodons with them since I've had luck keeping small cichlids and the exodons, but if I have to go, more community fish. So if anyone can chime in on this, let me know, but I think that Iron Dog 805 is thinking of doing multifasciatus in a 125 community tank, and they're asking if what they can put them with, and I think one of the options, I believe the exodon is the bucktooth tetra. And my opinion is, I don't see why that would be an issue. That seems like that should work to me. I haven't, but I don't know what you should put them with or not. Jesse said I wouldn't with exodons. Okay, why would you say, what would you say they should put them with, and why wouldn't you put them with the exodons, just so we can apply that logic to any other fish? Brandon says, damn, I see how it is. Guess how many prey cocks I hatched tonight? I don't care about the... See, Brandon, you just want to come in and brag about yourself, you know? You want to hear me picking 12 eggs and then say I picked 1,200. I already know your game, you know? I already know. Next, you're going to be typing, you know, code Branton25. You know, I'm not playing into your sick, what's the word? Narcissistic. Okay. I'm putting a ton of white worms in here because I got the stir-bys. I'm going to move these rivulus. And then those are a mystery tetra. That's a mystery tetra right there. Jesse said, in my experience, exodons are fierce, small piranhas. Okay. Wow, really? Damn, look at those tetras go. Any fish I've kept with exodons for fins destroyed. Exodons, in my experience, are hyper-aggressive scale eaters. Jesus. Okay. Well, guys, bucktooth tetra. Don't do it. Don't do it. That's what it sounds like. Well, what would you put? What would you put the shell dwellers with in a community tank then? It sounds like the exodons are just a uniquely kind of aggressive fish. I finally got an egg in my volcanum killifish breeder mount, but I lost it and it fell off. And boom, disappeared. That's happened. Y'all need to stop teeth shaming the poor exodons, you bunch of bullies, Aquafunk says. Glitter Galaxy Medaka, that sounds cool. Don't fall for the marketing, Bob. Bare Bottom Branton says, Jesse has my signifers, you think they're ugly? Branton, the signifers are, the pseudomagills at 1/4 the size look better than the signifers. I know you're saying they're late bloomers, but my God, man. Exodon said, everyone says they're dangerous, but I've had 30 to 40 in a community tank peacefully. Then you would know better than me. Okay, here's the question you guys need to answer. Are the multifasciatus aggressive themselves? Because then really all you need to know is, okay, is what you're putting them with aggressive. They're not going to be the issue. We want the funk. Gotta have the funk. Okay, you guys say in the chat, do you think these fish are ugly? You already know. I think that they're hideous. I think they look like little pigs. They ain't got no finnage. I think they're clearly the ugliest pseudomagill that I've laid my eyes on ever. Okay? And he says they're late bloomers. They're huge. They are the size of my adult pseudomagill luminatus. Okay? So if this is what they look like, I'm disappointed. Like, what the hell am I? They look like little pigs. Look, it's not your fault, Branton. You didn't make the fish. You didn't invent the fish. You know, you didn't design it. You're breeding them and stuff. Like, I'm not blaming you. But I'm just saying that this is a bad pseudomagill. Looks like females. I think most of them are. Maybe this one in the front isn't. Either way. They're not ugly, but they're no Prince Charmings either. Okay, so Barbara doesn't want to say they're ugly, but seems to admit that they're at least mid. They're at least mid. Let's get some more chiming in. Your Luminatus are tiny? I mean, I've had them for a while now. They're not a big fish. I mean, they're longer than those. Well, that's another thing. These guys are like short body. They're like stubby. 186 said plain Janes for sure. Thank you, 186. Moneyless Maven agrees with Barbara, so they basically agree they're mid. Jesse says, This is for you, Iron Dog. They probably have great personalities, right? Someone there. The fins are kind of cute, how they flutter. Yeah, but other pseudomagills, like when they flutter their fins, like a cool display actually happens. With these, it's like, oh, that's cute, like you're pretending you have tail extensions. Chris, I got creams for everything. Pause. Jesse said, I think multis would go well with angels or any top-dwelling fish. They might be all right with exodons simply because exodons stay up top 90% of the time. Okay. Well, that's what I was kind of hoping, that the shell dwellers are super aggressive, since I want them to be not just hid or stay away from the exodons, but stand their ground with them. All right. Let me know if you think they'd stand their ground. Sonny G said those fish got to be feeling the hate through the glass. They don't got no brain like that. They can't feel the hate. They're a bit stubbier, bare bottom brains. See, yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. They're like a short body fish. Jesse said, I haven't found the shellies to be too aggressive. That's been my experience too, but I've only had them with like some guppies. And there's like smaller guppies. The sturbi are eating these eggs. And the mystery tetras are eating, sorry, not the eggs, the worms. And the mystery tetras are eating the worms. Mystery tetras. That was a lot of worms. We'll do the pandas next. Oh my God, the pandas will go crazy. The worms are kind of escaping. Hold up. Let me put the lid back on. Holy. Iron Dog High, says Beto. Let them grow, Nick. They'll get pretty and thin out a bit. We'll see, man. We'll see. If I turn out to be wrong, I'll be the first to admit it, but I like my mystery tetras better. Well, they do look nice, but I don't think you can tell from here. I keep the gold, I think that's ocelot shellies aren't aggressive either. Sonny G said balloon pseudomagills. That's hilarious. We actually got some accidental paradise fish fried. The parents got moved today and we realized there's a bunch of fry that are at least 2 weeks old. Mom is amazing, yes. Oh, there's the female of the Rivolus. Hey Nick, do you have one of those cards like Branton? No. I'm not relevant enough. I'm not a Branton. We're a very small, humble channel here, okay? The only people that know that this stream exists are right here. It's a very small group. Okay. Let's pick this mop for Rivolus eggs. I need to move them because everything's eating. The sturbi will lay eggs in the mop. They get eaten immediately. I just got these tetras, so I don't know what they do, honestly. I really don't know. I need a Bootylicious card. Hey. I have gotten good reviews. Jesse, I'm not sure. I think the electric blues, I forgot to ask. Oh yeah, how big do electric Cara have to be before they can spawn? Because I've been growing out some. I want to add those to my list. All right, let me get this map. Let me get this map. Excuse me, Mystery Tetra. Excuse me, Rivolus. Don't eat too many worms. Save them for the quarries. Okay, get your guesses for how many eggs. And yeah, we're picking the mops a little bit late. They've been in here all day, so I don't know how many that we can really expect here. But get your guesses in while you can. Right now, Bob is in the lead. He got the first one exactly right. I don't know what the odds on that are, but that seems significant. I'll be getting some left-sided library soon. Can't wait for those guys. Oh yeah, those are on my list. Those are cool. I need to check all my killifish mops and Kalitala mop. I just got my first Kalitala fry. Hopefully they make it. They're small. I don't know how often are they supposed to lay eggs. All right, get your egg guesses in. Again, I don't know how many. I'm not too optimistic, but I do got one already. Those widefin Medaka fish Brandon just got are very nice. This is not looking good. I'll be honest. Usually with these eggs, I can kind of see pretty quickly because they're kind of big, and I think we might just have that one. I'm not gonna lie. Nick probably didn't see them because he doesn't watch my stuff. I did not see them. It's not because I don't watch your stuff, Brighton. It's because I'll catch fish streams every now and then, but I don't really watch a ton of fish videos. Oh wait, there's a second egg. There's a second egg. We got two. Brandon is raising Medaka as a replacement for anchovies on pizza. What the hell? That does sound like something sick that he would do. He's a sick man with sick thoughts. Okay. Ew, there's a white worm on here. All right, I'm calling it 2 eggs. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Look. We checked too late in the day for these ones, I guess. I'm sorry. I got another map, though. I got another one. The Fundulus Singulatus 3 Mile Creek. We'll do those right now. So get your guesses for those. For anyone doing exodons, if you want them with other fish, some great choices are cichlids, angel fish, suckerfish, cory cats, puffers, butterfly fish. Robert said, well, I was wildly optimistic. I tried to warn you. I tried to warn you. I really did. The rivulets are going to get moved soon, though. Hopefully I'll get more consistent. Usually I get a decent amount. But Fundulus Singulatus, I'll be able to tell pretty quick with these two. These eggs are also kind of larger. So get your guesses in for that. You know, maybe be a little bit more conservative with the guesses. So a little bit more cautious. Okay, Suddy G coming in with the 0. I mean, fair. I get it. It hurts to see, but I can't say I don't understand. Okay, we got 2. Yeah, people are adjusting their strategies appropriately. Oh, we got some snail eggs in here. Like I said, picking the eggs this late in the day is I don't always get the best results. And snail eggs don't count, so if snail eggs counted, we'd actually be looking all right now. But I'm just gonna peel these snail eggs off this mop real quick. The zero guess might have it. We're doing Procatopus next. We'll at least get one of the Procatopus eggs. I can say that much, but god damn. I'm getting a whole bunch of snail eggs. I thought I got rid of the snails in this tank too. So maybe the snails ate them. God damn it. There's a lot of snail eggs in here. Wait. I got 1 egg. 1 egg. Oh, I almost dropped it. Talk about marinating a mop. Look. Who guessed 1? Did anyone guess 1? God. I've tried to get a number that was guessed, but guys, I think we're at 1. I think we're just gonna have to be at 1. Damn, this is depressing. Well, that's why I gotta do this in the morning. Okay, Procatopus. Let me just put this 1 egg right in the hatching box. I'm sorry. Ooh, I just stepped on the snail. That's gross. Shirley was close. Yeah. I hate to say it. I hate to freaking say it. Honestly, I would do the Kalitawa, but one, I just put that mop in this morning, so I don't know how often they spawn really. But two, their eggs are so small. I think I'm just gonna have to do like float the mop for them to hatch strategy, because I'm not picking that. I'm sorry. Do I win something? No. Why do you hate to day it? You're probably all scared. Your fault. Called fat or something. Looking good, Nick. Thank you. You have Kalitawa, me too. I adore them. Yeah, I do have some, and I got some of my first fry from them. I don't know exactly how many. Why do you have to say it? Why do you hate to say it? I hate to say it, but I love to say I hate to say it. All right, Procatopus, here we go. Ada the cat is here. She's in the building. So, get your guesses for the Procatopus eggs. My initial look at the mop is we will have more than one. I do see a few bad eggs, but okay, for those, wait, before you do your guesses, for those that, this is inside information for those that know, so we got one Procatopus mop, and I've taken out most of the Episto, Cockatoides. I took the big female out, and I took most of the fry out. There's like a couple I still need to get. That's why we haven't really been making as many Procatopus as we should have been, because the Epistos can eat some of the eggs in the mop that the other fish we had them with couldn't, really. I am going to set up the other mop, though, because I think we were doing a little bit better when there's two. So let me just go ahead and throw that mop in there. But okay, now get your guesses in for the Procatopus eggs. That's all the inside information. And whoever gets this right, I don't know. We're gonna have to think of something. One day. One day. Kalitawa are perfect rainbows with a color size, my favorite, and I don't have any. Yeah, they're nice. I really hope I can make more. Hey, King Nino, what's up? King Nino guessing 6. That's a 2.5. Steve with 9. Yeah, I think Kalitawa are some of my favorite rainbows. I do really like the Pseudo McGill still. 7. Okay, we got some good guesses in here. All right, off to a good start. I got 1 egg. Yeah, I'll be excited because we're supposed to be making an army of Procatopus. Like, we're supposed to start the Procatopus agenda. And like, I have some fry here or there, but like, not the army that I'd like to have. The egg, I think it's good. It's a little damaged, so I can't tell. I don't know if I'll count that one. Part of the Kalitawa picture were my favorite. Yeah, there's some cool ones. Ooh, we're at 2 eggs, and we got a really eyed up one. I can see the eye's bright, and it's moving around. So this egg's been in here for a minute. If I could get it out with a mop, that'd be nice. But yeah, I'm hoping, does anyone know how often Kalitawa lay eggs? I'm hoping that can be one of my consistent ones. I'd like to make the Congo Tetras a consistent one. I just need to get the fertility up on their eggs, but like, I'm collecting a decent amount of eggs regularly from those. The Congos I'm getting the most eggs from. It's just that they're doing like Galaris numbers for me, fertility wise. Or 5 eggs. You said how many eggs, not how many good eggs? No. I said how many eggs. I don't count the good eggs in the count. So there. Shrimp is life. Yeah. With lots of food and clean water, you will get several spawns a week. So not quite daily, then. Guys. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh shit, we're at 7. Holy. We're back. We're so back. Okay, guys. Look, it's going to be over 9. I'm giving you a chance to adjust your guess. I'm not going to say it's like a ton over 9, but it's going to be over 9. So just because our expectations were so low going into this, people's guesses were... I'm just going to let everyone do another guess. Because understandably, the expectations are low. But it's going to be over 9. All right, new guess is coming in. Okay. So that's 8. That's 9. What is 2.5, bro? What is that? What am I supposed... How do I get half an egg? That's 10. That's 11. Holy. Gosh. My fingers don't even know what to do. Like, all of a sudden, there's actually eggs. It's kind of overwhelming, you know? Damaged egg? No, we just don't count those. We just don't count those. It's only an egg if it can make a fish. Okay. It's only an egg if it's fertilized. We're at 12. We're at 13. And I'm like just jumping around to random spots in this map. Like I haven't even fully done each place. Okay, our highest guess is 17. Hatching the daily spawns can get tricky because the fry need microscopic food. Yeah, the fry are freaking tiny. That's for sure. 14. 15. What would it be? 16. Come on, come on. Is that one good? Yep, that one was good. Dude, I couldn't live without this headlamp, honestly. It's so helpful. 17. There are two-headed snakes, turtles, frogs. Are there conjoined fish? I think so. I think I've read about this. I don't think it's a common thing. Damn, that's 2 bad eggs right next to each other. Did I just say 17? 18. I've been hoping for a double-headed baby fish. I wonder if it'd be more likely in like live bears or something. 19. I mean, this is great though. This means that we're gonna make some more fish again. Ooh. 19. I'm slow typing. I've had people yell at me that rainbows mature very slowly. I've heard like conflicting things on that. Like I've heard people say that, and I've heard people say like they can lay eggs at much smaller sizes than you'd think. So I don't know what to believe. We hit the big 2-0. We're at 20. Green water's awesome. I want green water. How do I do it? Well, you can buy a starter culture, but it seems like putting some food in like a jar out in the sun or something, like it doesn't seem, it's not too hard to make. We're at 22, and I'll say that there's a good amount of eggs that are eyed up here. So I'm hoping we get at least 10 fry out of this. Powdered bug buffet is perfect for baby rainbows, works like a charm. I make my own powdered food. I have my own recipe. The Congo puffers eat it, actually. Although apparently they seem to eat prepared foods kind of regularly, so I guess it's not that impressive. But I didn't know that before I got them necessarily. I thought it was going to be a bit harder. I definitely have plenty of snails though, so either way. I heard them crunching the snails for the first time. The ram's horns, I think they're a little bit harder shells than my bladders. Did I say 23 already? I think I did, or at least I thought it. I think this is 24. I have some fish food in the mail from Keith, and Moneyless Maven said, "Where do you get it?" I ordered it straight from Keeping Fish Simple in Australia. Shipping is $13. I'm surprised shipping is only $13 from Australia. That's crazy. 25. No one guessed in the 20s, I think. I think you all got smoked by the Brachytopus today. This is like the numbers we were getting before, when like we were on top of things and there weren't fish in the tank that were eating. I just splashed the mop on myself. They were eating the eggs, so I'm pretty happy about this. I'm not gonna look too hard for much more because you guys already got smoked. I already won. I guess I win. No one gets to guess right, then I'm the winner, right? Yeah. Because you all doubted me. Now look at you, looking silly. Looking real silly. I'm calling it a 25 from the Brachytopus. I pay $10 to ship food all the time, so 13 isn't bad from Australia. 26 was my guess, but I don't see it. It must not have sent. Oh man, that was close then. Wait, there you go. I found one more egg. That's 26 for you. Moneyless Maven. The only one that believed in the Brachytopus, allegedly. So I have no way to verify if they actually thought that ahead of time, or if that was just a trick to get me to look for one more. Well, it was a trick. It worked. So I guess I can't hate. Let me wash my hands real quick. I'm getting the urge to wash my hands. Okay, that's good. 26 Brachytopus eggs. We got to keep those things going. Some of my Brachytopus, you know, they're multiple years old at this point, almost. I think they're longer lived, but I could always shorten that lifespan. No worries. Little incompetence, shorten that lifespan real quick. Yes, sir. Leave it to the fish keeper. How do they breed this fish for mass production? I can't believe it's all done commercially. If I had to do that for only 10 to 20 eggs, I charge $20 a fish. Well, the Brachytopus are like a more expensive fish. You don't have to really pick eggs for everything. There's some stuff I think I probably would do better if I just, you take the mops and put them in a tank to hatch, but like that space, you know what I mean? But picking eggs is kind of fun. Can we have a third guess? It's too late. My one remaining spotted Congo puffer is a special guy who wants to be fed by the spray bar, so the curd takes it and he loses it forever. What in the world? Yeah, the Congo puffers are pretty cool. Swap the mops? Yeah. Brand says that's because you're lazy, Funk. I am going to do the floating mop method way for the barbs and for the Ada the cat wants to be seen. What? Ada, you're just going to clean yourself on camera? That's what you showed up to do? Yeah, there's no space for you up here, Ada. But eggs they're relaxing to pick, Some fish you really want to know that the eggs are going to work out. You want to watch them, so there's some benefits to it. But I definitely, some of these fish, a lot of the ones you're picking eggs for aren't really commercially bred that much, like the killifish and stuff, so you're not wrong. And the killifish are expensive for stores to bring in. A lot of them are. Stephen, a group of Matthew's captive-born spotted Congos. I think they are one of the best fish out there. Everyone should have a few. Oh my goodness. The propaganda right now. The propaganda. Everyone should have one. This guy owns a fish company, doesn't he? Out of all those 20 or so, how many do you think will make it? You know what? I haven't done a good job of tracking that, but I think that most of those should honestly make it. My Brachytopus eggs, when they're good, I haven't had a lot of, they don't really like fungus over. And a lot of those eggs I just picked actually were pretty developed. So I think most of them should make it, in theory. We'll find out in a couple of weeks. We'll check back in and see. Steven, I'll be happy to help you replace them. I have a great exporter of them. All right, Ada, you're very cute, but like you're moving the chair, and I need this. I need to be picking eggs here. You know? Yeah. You can't sit on me right now, Ada, because I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get up any second. Okay. You want to say hi to the stream? I'm talking to Ada. Ada. Ah, goodness. Funk, you gonna have a breeding setup in the new digs? Doesn't Funk like breed big fish like Oscars and stuff? I did see Funk did a betta video, brave man. The betta people they're insane. They're unhinged. They're truly miserable people. Funk's not a breeder? Oh my god, Branton's gatekeeping breeding now? This is crazy. Could someone ban Branton? Come on. Gatekeeping? Boom, 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 boom. Oh my goodness. Okay, Ada the cat. I'm gonna have to get up. I gotta get the next mop. Or something. I don't know, I gotta do something productive. I don't know if there's really too many mops worth checking at this point in the day. What? I ain't gatekeeping? Really? He had the Jack Dempseys? He was just growing them out? You're just saying that he's not a breeder. What if he is? I was going to buy. I don't have the blue. Wait, the blue what? Egg fondlers, bro. What the hell? I need to teach Ada the cat how to pick some fish eggs. I'm hoping I get a bunch of corydoras hastatus fries, so like I'm gonna put them in for bat, but I'm gonna make the minimum like high so no one bids on it, so I can keep them. I don't know. We'll see what I have in time. I still got a few more meetings, so we got a little time. Got a little bit of time. Doodoo Boy breeds trumpet snails and thinks he's doing something. There we go. He should talk more about how bettas should be kept in cups like they're in their natural habitat. Yeah, people talk about the natural habitat of like some inbred bettas that have been bred for thousands of years. Haven't seen the outside of a Coke bottle. I have no trumpet snails that are illegal in WI. Wherever that is. So basically you breed nothing then. What's up, Jeff? What's up? How's it going? Yeah, Branton, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think Aquafunk is a breeder. I think you're a hater. That's what I think. That's what I think. I'm with Funk. I need to see if my Bonito Chromas definitely had eggs a little bit ago. And I can't tell what the hell they're up to. I see one now, but I haven't seen both of them in one spot. So I'm hoping they got fry hidden away from me. But I don't know how cryptic they typically are. So that's kind of an interesting one. Bearbon Brand said, you caught me. I breed nothing. Funk said I'm calling ice on Doodoo Boy. Man, that's mad politically incorrect. My goodness. These problematic people in the chat. Funk here, he hasn't said he was a breeder. I think Funk is a breeder. I'm just gonna say it. I have no proof, no supporting evidence. This is the narrative I'm promoting. Jorge said, hey Funk. Wow, Funk, you've been here for like forever. Jorge just said hi. What's up with this guy? You know, Jorge's the type of person you send a text, he sends you a text, you respond, and then he never responds. You know what I mean? Yeah, you guys know what I mean. You guys know what I freaking mean. I don't know. I got a lot of fish to move. I got a lot of tanks to move. I'm glad we got the mops up. I want to get I'm thinking I might put my mystery tetras in that Higer tank. I got a buttload of videos showing what I've done. I ain't gotta say doo-doo, go look for yourself. There you go. Jorge said, sure, it's me. Yeah, sure. Wouldn't just be someone else. What should we end this? Let's see. What should we end with? Let's feed the. Maybe we feed the pea puffers. I have to run out for a few minutes with Nick's marathon streams. I'll probably be back. No, I can't do a marathon. I'm not warmed up enough to do a marathon. I had to drink 2 energy drinks just to be here right now. Honestly, I'm exhausted. I don't have much to talk about. I mean, my breeding is acceptable right now. The progress is acceptable. But, you know, it's not where I want it to be. More breeding mops and stuff is good. There's some things that are like improving, but, you know, I need to move some fish around, optimize some stuff. I think this new fry spawning, raising rack is good. This next one is going to really help. I have a few health. I have one. I guess the African barbs are still kind of flashing. I'm gonna do Ikex and Metro. I tried Prozzy Pro and Levamisol over the last month. Just, you know, just covering my bases. So I'm gonna go with some Ikex and some Metroplex. I need to start that. I don't see. I thought I saw maybe like some white dusting, so I'm thinking maybe like a velvet situation, but they're just flashing. But I don't know if anything is seriously wrong. I don't know. I feel like something's wrong. That's what my intuition says. So I'm just gonna. I already kind of did the other stuff, so I'm gonna hit my last few bases, see if that does something there. Lance, did you get everything all set? What are we setting up? What are we setting up? All set, rooming with Curtis, thank you. Oh shit, guys, should I do this now or should I save this for another stream? I was gonna go through like the vendor chart for the Clash and like look up each vendor and see where they're all at and stuff. We could do that now, or I could save that for next stream. I will say that I should be streaming tomorrow. I should be streaming tomorrow. So we'll be back in a bit more regular streaming schedule, or not every day, but when I have some time. 2 breeder mops down, 4 more to go. I'm checking my mops now. You inspired me. Do it. No, seriously, the streams are nice for that because it's easy to be lazy with the mops. And I got a lot of killifish that I'm trying to do, and oh my god, everyone says do it now. A bunch of damn content fiends. Oh my god, we're all here now. All right, let's do it. Vendor chart. Yo, smash that freaking dislike button. No, I'm joking. Let's get into the chart, man. I'm pulling it up. Hold up. Let me get it started. BB with the Robins. Let's go to my Discord situation because I know I posted the photo in there earlier. All right. We got a screenshot going on. Single male Nothobranchius currensis. Black Planted breeds those, I think. Wet killifish, I got 5 types, 6 including the single male. I think last time we did this, I have at least 10 species of killifish. But off the top of my head, and I'm not necessarily successfully breeding all these, but here we go. Ready? I'm gonna put up a timer. I'm giving myself 60 seconds because I don't want to take forever listing this. All right. Killifish that I have, and then we'll get into the Keystone Clash situation. Killifish that I have, the riverless Perget, the Petersii, they're a weird genus, I forget. The P82's Gardneri, the Fundula Panchex Gardnerite Gold, the Aphius Simeon, Gaba Winds, Fundula Singulatus, 3 Mile Creek, Those natives, I forget the name. The amatas. The Aphysimian hera, Aphysimian bitatum funge. Frick. Oh man. Oh, well, the Procatopus, of course. Procatopus similis, Fundulopanchex sheili, red dot. The Procatopus finfida. Then I think I had the bluefin Achilles. And there's one more Aphysimian. The Aphysimian Georgiae. I technically still have a pair of those. And then I have a Scriptosimian that I can't remember how to say the last part of the name of. And then the Aphysimian Australe, the orange. I think that's it. Or at least, that's most of them. I think I technically have a Epiploides lamati somewhere, like a single one. There was a bet started on how long it takes Curtis to get kicked out of the hotel. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not staying at the hotel. A bunch of degenerates. No, I'm gonna be far away from there. I had the P82 Gardneri, the Albano Gardneri, Aphysimian Australe, Aphysimian Splendid, Plural, God, Chromosimian Volcanum, and then a single male Northo. Very nice. Very nice. Oh yeah, I have I have that Northo, the Northobranchius Corydoras. I do have a pair of those that I've not done a good job breeding or even attempting to. Well, I collected some eggs. I need to try and wet them, but yeah, the whole process has been a little bit of a disaster. Okay. Vendors. Here we go. Here we freaking go. I have several types of Northos. They don't last long. Awkward. Okay. Why are we doing the calendar? This is terrible. Okay. I got the stream. I see that. We got the freaking incognito tab. Keystone Clash vendors. All right. Let's check out these freaking vendors. Oh my God, there's so many. Oh my God. Y'all killing me. You're killing me. Well, let's do it. Let's freaking do it. Where should we even start? Man, so I guess this is maybe the entrance, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, this is probably the entrance. So we walk in, we see Garden of Eder. We see just one more fish. We're familiar with both of those, but also Jesse, we can't see his stocking list from his website anyway. We got Small World Aquatics up there. Super Cichlids, Atlantic Aquariums, Valley Creek. Okay, let's see what kind of jumps out to me. What interests me. I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to go for what interests me, not for what I know. Based off a name and Tennessee Fish Mafia. I want to see what that is. Tennessee Fish Mafia joins Keystone Clash. Okay, do they have a thing anywhere? We got a Fish Fam link. And okay, this must be like a collective of breeders or something like that, right? Okay, we got a YouTube channel here. Let's see. We're doing the investigation. Calm down, Nick. Posting pre-order list tomorrow. Well, I can't look at it today. All right, not finding too much on them, but it's a fun name. Fish Mafia's Ed Chattanooga. Okay, that's Ed and Whip Enrico. I think it's cool they have vendor labels, but 100 is much less than 150 size for regular booth. I'll get one next year. Hey, if my breeding goes well, then maybe I'll do an NR Tanks table next year with a few other people. Crafts and merch. Okay. Do I need to pre-order the CPDs? If you're going. Okay, let's see. What is Lily Ichthyology? Lily Ichthyology. Ooh, Lily Ichthyology. Oh, you know what? I saw her talk at the last clash. So I think this is like you buying these pins to support her research project, I believe, if I remember correctly. Cuboid. Anyone know cuboid? I have heard of cuboid. Well, I've more heard of the person running cuboid, but I don't actually know anything about them. Oh, interesting. They sell Higer planted lights. It looks like it's like an aquarium store. Like they got all sorts of aquarium shit. Livestock. They got fish. Over 250 species available online soon. Okay, so I guess we'll find out. Not gonna lie, amazing store. Cuboid is a good shop. I should have planned, but that's not likely to happen, so yeah. Sammy Higer. What? Okay. Yeah, they look like a nice website. So, Cuboid, I'll be interested to see what's going on over there. What other weird... Well, this is a big table over here. Saburai Aquatics. I want to see what this is. Okay, I've seen this guy at several things. This is one of the people. I've seen him. I don't think I've actually met him. Okay, electric blue car is sold out. Let's see. Let's look at all these fish. Corydoras. Ooh, we got some panda snow hop lysoma. Oh, this is interesting. It's like albino pandas. Okay, we got black cories. I got synodontis, and everything else is sold out right now. But who knows what they'll actually bring to the clash. I doubt the websites are going to be very useful for knowing. Okay, we got L46 zebra plec. Okay, we got a bunch of plecos here. We got some mega brick fish hides, longfin snow whites. Ooh, Rio Paraguay plecos, snowflake plecos. Okay, so a good amount of leopard frog plecos. So this could be a good place to pick up some plecos. Some of the sold out stuff maybe he has, maybe he'll have at the clash. Who knows? But that looked like some interesting fish there. Your stocking is hit or miss. Best betta and plant selection around though. Which one is that you're talking about, Jesse? Looks like an aquascaper place. Yeah, I think you're talking about cuboid there. Yellow button that says read the rules. Steve, I tried to find the rules for the showy fish but can't find them. Oh, that's hilarious. Branton can't read? Finally, we got him. Jesse says Sabu. Or, how do I actually pronounce that correctly? Because I want to get that right. Great fellow. Yeah. I've just seen him from a distance at places. Seems like a nice guy. Cuboid is the one that had a massive piece of driftwood stolen last year, or maybe the year before. Really? Okay. He said it was a big root ball and someone walked away with it. Nice. Hey, good for the thief, I guess. Hit a lick. Okay. What's some other ones I haven't seen or looked at myself before? Fins Worldwide? What is that? I didn't say I couldn't read, I said I couldn't find them. Yeah, well, you couldn't find them because you couldn't read, because they're very clearly there, you know? Don't feel bad, man. The average reading level is actually, really bad in this country. It's, second grade or something. So, don't feel bad. We're all struggling. Fins Worldwide. Oh, this is an interesting website. I like the picture forward front page, a little different. I've since found where they're at and now reading them. Hey, good job, man. Up from the picture version. Oh, radio fish? Okay, we'll look at radio fish next. I didn't see that. Alligator gar, 8-inch whitehead catfish, sunshine pleca. It's like bigger fish in this Fins Worldwide thing. Black pearl eel. So this looks like a kind of more Munster fish place. This is new stock. I just want to look at in stock. Where's the filters? They need to fix that. Where's the filters at? I don't want to scroll through out of stock stuff. Yeah, this is impossible to navigate, to be honest. So, fins worldwide, maybe I'm missing the filters, but interspersed in stock stuff with the out of stock stuff. I like just having the pictures in the front. I like this. This is fun. It's a little different. But goddamn, give me the filters, please. Radio Fish. Radio Fish. That is a fun name. Okay, that's a band. Where are you guys seeing Radio Fish at? Am I getting trolled? Nick, with these Drachenfelsai, it just popped. Your message just went away from me. You must have me confused with Funk. Funk can read just fine because everything's in caps in his world. There's a lot of new names I don't recognize. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of different things. Okay, there's top left. There's Radio Fish. Radio Fish. Is there like a okay? So we do have, you know, the websites here, I guess. I could have just done that. Or do these go to their websites? Bro, what's happening? If I click this, it doesn't go to their website? Okay. Guys, I'm trying to be a better person. I don't think I need to say any more. Radio Fish is just a dude. Okay. Radio Fish signed up to be a vendor. Alright, Radio Fish, I cannot find you. But I look forward to seeing what you are. I do. These little things, I feel like these little, okay, there's go to link below here, below the photos. There's a little go to link button that I wasn't seeing. But on Radio Fish there isn't a link, so I guess not all of them have a link. Got it. Radio Fish is a dude, a hobbyist, okay. Do you need some help being a better person, Nick? Not from you. That's for sure. Okay, let's see. What else do we want to check out? Let's see. Water Gap Tropicals. Do they got a link? Nope. Let's just. I need a filter for all the places that I got a link. Fish Fam Link got a big. Wouldn't it be crazy if they didn't have a link on their photo? Okay, Valley Creek Aquatics. Oh, they definitely got a link. Yeah, let's go. God damn it, it's a Facebook page. Oh, it's a band? Nope. I can't do it. Does band even work if you don't? Oh, well, the link is saying wrong request. Okay. Oh, man. Oh, man. We got a YouTube. What song are we singing at the Clash? I gotta make one up about how much Brandon sucks. Nick, can you start by giving Brandon a real tank? Somebody who breeds fish and dares not upload it, a real enigma? I know, I can't rock with that. It's too much privacy. That's too much, you know, I can't respect it. I want to know. But that is the funnest part about going to the Clash, you know. Over the Rainbow Exotics. That sounds like they're just like slaughtering fish on the daily, and you just get what survives. So it's like hardy as hell, you know what I mean? Okay, Science Gal Aquatics Plushies. So the Aquatics Plushies person got a website, and all you people got the best you can do is a band link. Oh, okay. The Drachenfelsai. Your message about the Drachenfelsai, like, I saw it pop up and then it went away. Like, I thought I saw you say something about the Drachenfelsai, but then when I'm looking in the chat log, I'm not seeing it. So if you type it again, then maybe I can find it. But I'm like literally searching the chat, and it's like maybe I had hallucinated. Maybe you didn't put a message about it. And Jesse said that's what I said about Over the Rainbow. Yeah. He's gonna sing "Hit Me, Baby" one more time. No. Okay, so this is like a fish. We got fish, extended fish care. This is interesting. It's interesting to see. It's like a site dedicated to like detailed fish care, guys. Okay, okay. Let me Google this, guys. We need to work on SEO. We need to work on SEO. Okay, fix your descriptions if you haven't already. Because I wish sites like this would come up when I search some of these fish. But let me finish looking at this site. The care sheets just look really cool. So I'm like, bro, why have I not come across this site already yet? Okay, we got some merch. If you want a shirt that says Science Gal. Support. Oh, now we're talking. We got some plushies now. Okay, where's the fish? We got turtles. Okay, there's a fish. Okay, that's a snail. I'm terrified. I'm not gonna lie. That one, I can't get with that one. All right, okay, we're back to the. Okay, I can rock with these. Actually, yeah, these are cute. Only the spider one, the love bug one, that might be my favorite. Oh, the whale is kind of cute too. The snail is, it looks like a llama that has his neck chopped off. I can't. Something about it. And then we go, oh, there's plants. Okay. No, this is interesting. It's got like an interesting mix of care guides too. And then there's a video on each one. That's nice. Jesse, what the hell are you going to do with that big ass table? It's not a table. You're going to hear his plans? He's going to build a store. It's going to be all racks. That's a cool ass betta plushie. Yeah. But, no, Steve, let me know if you did ask something about the Drachenfelsai, because... Oh, God. Oh, God. I see the preview of your message just popped up, so I'm hoping that it shows up in the chat this time. Wait, Steve the Aquarist? You don't got a link, but like Steve, your name got stolen. Mike's Bulgarian Green, and it's just a Facebook page. So I guess, okay, this looks like an angelfish breeder. Maybe I'll get some angelfish to breed, you know? I can't believe I said that out loud. Yeah, no, I'm out. Yeah, Brenton, you didn't watch my live with Nick, obviously. Yeah, weren't you just, like, complaining I don't watch your stuff? Now look at you. I'll just post up and say, move me. LOL. Dude, it's so weird. Steve, I saw a preview of your message. I think you're asking when the Drachenfelsai can be sexed. But, like, it's not showing up. Like, I wonder if there's some kind of weird filter happening that I'm not seeing. I'm like... Okay, community moderation. Like, where's... I'm gonna do wait, basic. No, there's no moderation on for the chat. There's none. So why am I not seeing your message? I think I saw a preview where it was like, when can they be sexable? I don't know by like time, but like, I felt like pretty decently small they're sexable. You just gotta look at the ventral fins. Yeah, for the males, the first ray on the ventral fin will be the longest. And then the females, I think the middle one is technically the longest, but the females, the ventral fins are pretty rounded. And I think that starts showing up pretty early. There you go. When can you differentiate between males and females? Some are getting a lateral stripe. Would that be the females? No, I wouldn't go off of that. Like, just go by the ventral fins. That's like the most foolproof way. There are other stuff like that I could say, but like, just do the ventral fins. It's the easiest, in my opinion. And I think you should be able to sort it out relatively early. But like I said, the males, the first ray on the ventrals would be the longest. It's a Google auto mod. Maybe so. Maybe so. Mike's Bulgarian won't find better angels or rainbows. Okay, rainbows. You have my attention. Wild fish tank. You know, does Wild Fish Tank sell things besides at events? Because like every time I go to his website, all the wild stuff is out of stock. I'm like, where's the damn wild fish? Where's the natives? I've checked this site semi-regularly and that shit is never in stock. Brandon said, I can't watch everything, I'm but one man. That's what we're going with. Oh, DMV Fish Gang, what is this? First principles, like, is this a new thing? I'm in the DMV, I haven't seen this. The shop now button is not working for me, so I want to look at that. First principles breeder. What in the hell is going on? At First Principles Breeder, we specialize in raising and selling high-quality aquarium fish to local shops and individuals across the country. See a lot of plecos, I'm gonna guess they got plecos, because Ryan sells out at events of wild fish. Yeah, that's basically what I'm saying. Like, it seems like that is when he's got fish. Inventory. Okay, this site is under construction. So, essentially useless to us. Nick, I did a rescape just for you. Are you talking about your damn blackworm tank, bro? Like, when you say a rescape, like, do you mean you just, like, moved the sponge filter 2 inches? Wild Creek Aquatics. And no link. Charlotte's axolotls. Father Fish. We know Father Fish. Aquarium clubs. Sacramento Aquarium Society. Okay, that's cool. They do good content stuff. Cares. Fitz Fish and Ponds. 3D printed aquarium supplies. No link. 1-bit man. Yeah, Brandon, your spelling is it's not helping out. I posted a picture in the Discord. All right, let me take a look. Any chance you could get more photos than this? But let me pull the photo up. Let's see. So, we got a crib here. And we're trying to see if we can sex it. Now, I'm trying to look at my fish right here. Let me put some worms in and take a look at my male. The color at the top of the dorsal is like, I mean, the males don't have that much color, but like I feel like they might have a little bit of red outline up there. But, yo Nick, this impulse sealer is pretty lit. Yeah, I love the heat sealers. So this is what you want to look at. From this, I'm guessing a female. That would be my guess. Pretty confident guess. It's this rounded ventral fins. I do think the lateral line is like also a giveaway. Yeah, I see people chiming in female. But, yeah. It's that rounded fin. It's pretty, and the first ray is like the first line, I guess. So, I don't think you guys can see my mouse. But, let me see if I can make it so you can see my mouse. Basically, if I add color source, okay. So this box, the corner of this box, okay? That's like where the first ray would be. And on the males, this should be the longest, you know? And that's what gives them the pointed fin look. On the females, the middle's kind of the longest, and that's why it's rounded, you know? So, wait, the next up and coming breeder is asking us? He's still up and coming. But yeah, I was pretty confident, but everyone in the chat chiming in, especially when Mick comes into the chat, I always gotta respect what Mick is saying. He seems to be a knowledgeable dude. But yeah, if they're rounded like that, I would say female. For sure. For sure. Also, I'm trying to look at my female. I feel like the females do have the gold on top of their eyes more. Yeah. Yeah. Also, look at the dorsal. The dorsal's not pointy enough. So that's also looking pretty female too. But yeah, by this size on the males, I think you'd start seeing, like, you would see the ventral, and I think you would start seeing some of their patterning in the caudal fin, I feel like, because the Drachenfelsi got some decent amount of patterning in there. I think you'd start seeing that by then, but definitely you'd see the extended ventrals. Barbara is saying, what is the defining trait in... Brandon said clearly a female. Look, we're helping him out. You can't even read or spell, so I don't know why you're acting all smart. Come on. Come on. I'm only the Nanochroma's king of the world. So, anyone know how to tell the difference with Bolivian rams, male and female? Mikim said you can almost see the eggs too. Can you? Wild Creek is mainly live foods. Okay. Now, I don't know how to tell the difference with the Bolivian males personally. They did seem, when I was looking at them though, they did seem like one that would be harder to tell, so I can at least sympathize. Man, over the rainbow thing still makes me laugh. Chris's fishes. Let's see. Oh, we got a good old-fashioned website with the words at the top moving and the blue. Let's see. Shop all. Oh, we got some flakes. Black worm flakes. Oh yeah, we got some good stuff in here. Oh, we got some classic fish, longfin peppered koi. So yeah, there's some nice looking fish. There's some plants coming in, some gold lasers, some stir-by, anti-parasite flake. Okay, so we got some dry goods. Yeah, that could be promising. Chris's fishes. I like the look. No worries, the internet doesn't seem to be longer. Brandon, you are so freaking unhelpful. Yo, Barbara, do you have any pictures? Mikim thinks that he can tell the difference between male and female. Jeff Kane has sent me a picture of his rescape of the black worm take. You know what? Jeff, this does look much... Okay, you did try. You guys tell me if you think that he made this black worm tank any better. If you were at the tank rating stream where he did that, you know, you might have seen what it looked like before, which was complete shit. But see if you think this looks any better. Yeah, post them on the Discord. I'll pull them up. But here is the new rescape of Jeff's black worm tank. I mean, you got to take the good with the bad, right? I like Saswasser Tang, so you know you got me there. We got the freaking sunset, the Hygrophila sunset. We got some snails. We got this grassy plant in the middle here. You still got the blackworms. You know, it's still a blackworm tank. So it still's got that, like, you know, gross factor to it, but I guess it is better. It's conflicting. It's like seeing a priceless painting in the dumpster surrounded by piles of shit. You know, the painting is pretty, but it's surrounded by shit. So, I don't know. Oh, God. Oh, God. Ross said, hit me on Messenger. Asking me about pair of scarlet badis. When I feel like I can sex some again, I mean, we can just trade some stuff, honestly. I'd be happy to just trade with you. Honestly. It's the nicest worm tank than a worm deserves. IAPLC ranking 1534. I like it. It may be hard to get the worms at times, but I like it. Wow. Support coming in for... Oh, Steve sent some more pictures of the Drakenfelsai. Yeah. One photo is absolutely giving me... I need to see the fins on... That one, I think, is definitely going to be a female. That seems to be the consensus. This one on the left looks like it should be a male. I can't really see the fins I want to see too well. But let me pull that up real quick on the screen. I mean, where else? Fit the screen. Yeah, so this one on the left, that could be a male. I'm looking at if that's its fins there, that definitely looks a lot more pointed. And the coloration is kind of, I mean, it's a little bit smaller, but I don't know. If its fins are pointy, I would say that could be a male. But now I'm seeing the face of this definitely looks like a female's face for sure. All right, do we have pics from Barbara yet? Do we have pics from Barbara yet? Oh, wow. Yeah. I think I might have a few females in there, I don't know. But I need to see those ventral fins to be sure. Hey, guys. Our club, the Aquarius Society of Central Maryland, now officially has a tax ID number. Let's go. We're getting this thing professionalized. Bob Bravo says yes, that is a female face, most definitely. Yep. I think that closes on that. They do have I love the cribs. I've not been doing as well with them as I'd like. I have a decent amount of Drakenfelsai growing up right now, but I lost some pairs to some kind of hole in the head type thing that seems to happen every now and then to some of the cribs. And my OG Wildcaught pair haven't spawned for me in a bit. But, you know, I don't need them to. They're just chilling. They got a 20 long basically to themselves. But yeah, man, tax ID. Let's go. Steve said, hell yeah, good job, man. Congrats on tax ID. Yeah, I'll be honest, like, I'm not the best aquarium club president ever so far, as I expected not to be. I think some things that we've achieved is, like, the meetings have been fun. I think the board has been a little less stressed out. I think, yeah, getting the tax ID thing is good. I think we have some good membership benefits coming up, like some good group orders with some decent discounts. And I think we got some store discounts that I think will be unique to our club. And some other stuff like that I'd like to do. But the club's been around for 2 years, pushing through to get it incorporated and have a tax ID number. I'll take that as a pretty nice step forward, you know. You'll know the club is really taking off when you're voted out of office. Yeah. I mean, I tried to convince other people to be president. No one wanted to do it. But, you know, there's some stuff needed to be done. I think this is a good step forward. Now we can actually have a bank account, start raising some money, and, you know, have auctions and things like that. We're going to work with SBC to have metal membership cards. There's something cool I'm hoping to do. Okay. Let's see. Do we got a picture from Barbara yet? Okay, here we go. We got 2 pictures, Mick. We need you, Mick. We need you to sex these Bolivian rams. I have an assload of red lizard whiptails going on too. Oh, do you know how to sex those? I only have 2 of them. I'd love to get more. I'm breeding some fish. Let's make a deal. I can only get pics of the 2 rams. The other 2 wouldn't cooperate. Mick says, okay, he's ready. I love Mick. He's always down. He's always down. All right, here's the first picture up on the screen of 1 Bolivian ram. And then I'm gonna get the other one directly next to it in a moment. Check the fish for the 8th fin. The 8th fin. Octopus fish. 2 stay out in front. 2 others always hide in the back. Okay, that might be a little clue there. And here's our 2 pictures we got. They're very obvious. The male's twice as big in whiskers. Lots of odontodes or whatever they're called. Not like a bristle nose, like a brush. Okay, I could look for that. I might just need more than, I only have 2. I think I got them from Aquahana and it was like packs of 2 or something like that at the time. These 2 rams up here, again, I don't know how to sex rams. They do look kind of different to me though. Like there seems to be a body width difference. I don't know if it's just the angle, but it kind of looks like there's a width difference. It kind of looks like there's an anal fin. The anal fins look different unless the left side is just has it folded up. Those are the 2 things I'm noticing. So if I had to guess, like the left one gives me more female vibes. Mick says the one to the left is a female, I'd say. What makes you think that? For me, the one on the right just looks like it's got much longer fins. If these are the 2 that are always up front, then maybe they're a pair. Mickham says, is it the same fish? I think they're 2 different fish. They're 2 different fish. I have 40 or 50. Jesus. Now, I hate this guy, bro. You breed everything cool, and you breed like 1 billion of them. If I breed something cool, I get like 3 of them. I'll try to get more and better pics tomorrow. I'll post it same place. Okay. But Mick is saying he thinks maybe the left one is female. Nothing on the right one yet. Nothing on the right one yet. Sonny had that issue for a while. Let's see, what issue was that? Oh, having too many electro blue cars. Yeah. Get better, Nick. I just like to breed cool things, Brandon, you know? I can't just sit here and spam out hideous fish like you. You know? You got like sending out the Frankenstein's monster or Suda McGill's. Jesse said, Sonny, where are you located? Barbara said, the left one is the most dominant in behavior for sure. Okay, interesting. I'm wondering if these are the two that are up front. To me, if I had to guess, these look like different sex fish potentially. If they're two different fish. Like, just the body size seems different. And the fins seem slightly different, at least from these photos. Mick said, yep, more elongated fins on the right one, not fully grown. So these are the two that are up front, and I would guess this is a pair. And that's why the other two are hiding in the back, because maybe this is like a dominant pair. That would be my guess. But again, I don't know that much about Bolivian rams. Steve, you're making me jealous. I've always wanted red lizards. Yeah. All right, Steve, I need some whiptails from you. We'll have to make a deal. I'll have to breed something cool that you like. I'm hoping I get fried from my Nanochromis Perilius. They've been acting like they got eggs or something. All right, I'm off to bed, y'all. Good night, Brenton. Barbara says they're young. First one larger, too? Question mark, question mark, question mark, Mick says. I'm excited to watch these guppies grow out. It was a really pretty metallic pair. Cool looking patterns. Yeah, it should be fun. Sonny, the only way I found to slow them down is to leave all the kids with the parents until you find them new homes. Barbara says, thanks, guys. Thanks for the guesses. Yeah, some of us were trying to be helpful. And then the rest of us were Brandon. Steve said, what's your water parameters? None of your business. None of your business, Steve. Barbara says the left one is a little bit larger. Oh, I definitely could not tell that from the photos. That's good information. You just know what to ask, Mick. You really just know what to ask. I'm gonna sneeze. Whew. Sorry about that. Distributing some leaves real quick. I forgot to add these in. Whew. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. Bless you, fool. I did miss hanging out with you guys. I did. We're slowly getting back into things. Yep, what I thought. Females are rough too and go for territorial dominance until a male proves to her he can dominate. Okay, so this might be a pair for you, Barbara. Definitely Cheryl. I'm going to take some to the LFS soon. Electro Brewer cars do seem to be pretty popular. For as much as people complain about having too many of them, it seems like stores and stuff can move them pretty reliably. So that's at least something nice about them. I'd like to have too many. My pair's growing up. My pair's growing up still. But one day, I too can be afflicted. Too bad you're so far away, Sonny. Oh, Jesse wants to buy all your Electro Blue car. This guy's a fiend. He buys all the fish. He buys all the fish. Tennessee. Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, every way you feel. I did good with the EBAs, but I did flood the market. It got to a point. Cheryl flooded the market around here. Some of the people that got in the club are breeding them now, too. Yeah, I think you definitely gotta either get a local store or ship them. I think if you ship them, you can still sell them, but it's probably work. probably a lot of work. Oh man, I was shipping fish. I shipped some fish. I'm just nervous about the badis pairs, just getting them right. I'm nervous about everything shipping fish, not gonna lie. I hate shipping, but I love it. But I hate it, but I love it. The left one also shows almost the beginnings of having an egg too, but I can't promise I'm 100% correct, Barbara. Barbara says, Nick and everyone got to go hang with the family. See you later. It's been fun. Thanks for stopping by. Whip and Ed are coming to MD. I'm an MD. Let's run the fade. I'm joking. I had Go Fish CTA loaded up, never took fish to HOT. But it says my shift is almost over. Hey, my shift is almost over too. I gotta get off this stream. I gotta go to sleep. I gotta eat. I gotta do some fish chores. I thought I was gonna get to move some tanks, but no, probably not. If I stream again tomorrow, what do I even have to talk about? I can do fish chores. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. I do need to do stuff. You know what I mean? Sonny G says, thanks, Nick. No, thank you, guys. Beto says, rate tanks. I'll rate tanks tomorrow if I can get a guest to rate them with me. And I only want 2 people. Only 2 people qualify. Okay? Don't be offended if you're not on this list. Michelle said, Nick, you always find something to talk about. That's the... Spread the word. No, joking. I do have some topics, though. I do have some topics. I'm definitely... There's some stuff I'm working on long term. You know, I'm just trying to... I'm trying to finish some videos. I'm trying to just chill out, just chat. Branton? Oh, hell no. Put Jody P as a guest? I do need to bring Jody back on sometime, but she'd be going to sleep too early. I need Jorge or a couple of fish. All right, you heard it. Those are the 2 people I will accept as rating tanks guests right now. Those are the 2. Don't be offended if you're not one of the 2. I already hit Jorge up, but I fumbled. I didn't see his response. So that now I'm doing it this way. A couple of fish and or Jorge, aka Mexicali Fish Keeper, aka my mortal enemy. Mick said, and dorsal look lack of shimmer plus first rays are often short on females. Hard to say on young fish though. Oh, he's getting detailed. But I said, hey Jeff, those Venezuelan Cory really pop? Gotta love some Corys, man. AKA Branton? No. I can't put Branton on. Look, I put Branton on. All he's gonna want to do is brag about how many fish he breeds, how pretty they are, and all that kind of stuff. Like, Branton's out of control. Can we address the fact that Branton is out of control? Like, his ego is just... I don't know what's going on at these skipper auctions or whatever the hell, but it's clearly... something's happened. Something dark and disturbing has happened. And I really don't know. I don't know if anything can be done. I don't know if it's just too late. You're gonna have to tell me. I'm just feeding some white worms. I think I'm gonna use most of these to make a culture. I'm gonna feed some worms to a few select fish that I like. And the fish I don't like, get wrecked. No worms for you. No worms for you. Uh-oh, he's losing it. He's talking to himself. He walked off camera and forgot everyone can steal him. Sorry. Whew. Any fish will do will make a good tank judge. No, there's other good tank judges, but these are the 2 I'm prioritizing right now. Don't be jelly, step up your game. Hey, Joy of Fish Keeping, Nick, Jeff, Beto, Cheryl, Sonny, Lance, Barbara, Mickey, Jesse, Branton, what's up? What is up, Joy of Fish Keeping? I appreciate the comments you've been leaving. Appreciate it. Bless you again, fool. I gotta hit the hay. Thanks for the stream, everyone. Thank you. Yeah, that's right. They said In My Tanks lost his stamina. They said In My Tanks, he can't do 3-hour streams anymore. Wow. 3 hours, 20 minutes. Here I am. Just me, no guest. The yap and the chat. We're keeping it strong. Keeping it strong. I do want to end the stream soon, though. But, I'm just saying, hardest working fish stream. Hardest working fish stream. I'm gonna figure out something for tomorrow. I'm gonna figure out something. Hopefully I don't chicken out. I've been losing my energy. I really have, but I don't have as many things to do work-wise or shipping-wise tomorrow. So it should be easier for me to, you know, get my real-life stuff done and then be able to stream without being irresponsible. Dang, Barbara, now I want some Philippine Rams too. I'm working. If not, I'd co-host Nick. Sorry, it's all good. I'll hit the hay soon. Not yet. Have to be up by 04:30. Yeah, I've been on a good sleep schedule, actually. So I don't want to mess it up entirely. Because waking up early is good for, you know, doing some fish stuff before I have to do the rest of my day. You know what I mean? How's that video coming? The one with the terrarium? Oh, the terrarium. Yeah, I need to edit that. I need to edit some fish tours. I need to edit some fish. I've been filming a lot, and there's just a huge backlog of editing. And I thought that by now I'd have released some, like, 2 new videos, but Aquafunk as a guest? No, listen. We're gonna have some other guests. Don't worry. I'm just saying, for rating tanks, I just have 2 people that I really want to rate tanks with right now, you know? No offense to everyone else. That's just how I roll. I do need to get Funk back on here again, though. And I do want to do another debate, too. I think Aquafunk and Branton debate would be pretty funny. So I might have to set that up. That'd be hilarious. That would be absolute. Oh, we gotta do this. What should Branton and Aquafunk debate? I've been wanting to do a debate on tank size for fish. We know Branton is a. I like what you did with the spray bottle. Yeah, you like the effect? Yeah, cinematic. Yo, I'm still laughing when I watched back the part where I'm like, how you make things cinematic. I was like, wait, let me stop. Too many bums watch this stream. I'll fucking die, bro. Sometimes when you're streaming, like, your real self really, not that I'm not my real self all the time, because my main thing is about being myself so that no one could ever be disappointed when they find out I'm something I'm not. I'm like, nope. But sometimes, man, I just really like my sense of humor. We need another drama? No, bro, I want to be more known for, you know, breeding stuff, reading some research papers, you know, having a good time. You know, I do want to do some fish journalism, you know, which does lead to drama. But I got to keep some stuff to myself, you know what I mean? I got to hold some cards safe for my own protection, you know? So I'm just kind of like collecting working on some different things, and maybe eventually I'll do a story or talk about something that could be a little dramatic, you know, but I think for the foreseeable future I'll be just chilling out on that, you know. Get Branton on here to talk about sexing fish. Nah, he's clearly useless at it. Debate on fish stocking. Yeah, I think fish tank size and things like that. But I do want to do some review videos like of stuff I've just bought, in addition to the. Why are you writing no papers on your BAP? Well, for the reports you get 10 points, and at first it was laziness, and at some point I just wanted to prove a point that I could win BAP by just breeding fish and not writing any reports. So, who knows? Maybe I'll have to write papers to make it. But I'm trying to do you know, double platinum, no features. trying to be the J. Cole of BAP, you know? Yeah. All right, guys. Last thoughts, final thoughts, comments, and concerns. Let's close it out. We did another one. No one can complain. I didn't stream for long enough. This is 3 hours, 30 minutes. Come on. Come on. My voice ain't even raspy yet, bro. I ain't even delirious yet. Not yet. Give me some time. Give me some time. Take your time. Take your time. I already outlasted a lot of people in the chat, so that's how you know. You came correct. Came correct. So, been a nice chill stream. Getting back into things. Every fourth dimensional being casts a shadow. Think about it. How many times have you put on 2 left socks and not known it? Think about it. How many times have you woken up not knowing where you are? Because honestly, that kind of happens to me a lot. And my last question is, how many times have you come to realize that this has been in my tanks and do you know why I pulled you over? Because fish tanks aren't free. And that belongs in a museum. In my tanks. Out. And Suda McGill Signifer, ugly as sin, man. And that's what I gotta say. Mic drop. Mic drop. Peace.